Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, welcome to the first podcast of the year, H-Town Bayou City Podcast. We are here and live in effect and ready to pod. And before we go any further, before I say anything else, I want to introduce my team. Because, yes, my team. Because, hey, without them is no me, and without us is nothing. So, together we mean everything. So I'm gonna start off with the brother above me. No. I'm gonna start on the brother to the right. I'm gonna go. I guess that's my right. Y'all don't know. I don't know my left from my right. That is a fun fact. I do not know my left from my right. I don't know how I don't, and I don't know why I'm telling y'all this, but I don't know my left from my right. But I don't. So with that being said, we're gonna go over to the brother on the side of me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and tell you what he got going on and everything, and I'm gonna jump out the way. Go ahead, brother, introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm T Ben, your neighborhood brother, signing in. Short and to the point. Let's go.
Already. We're gonna keep this here rolling with the hardest working man that I know, man. Listen, man. Hey, he want all the smoke. He don't dodge or duck nothing. He's too big. He said, I ain't doing no ducking. Oh, gee, I can't run. I said, okay, I got you. Don't tell him who you is, big man.
Say, man, my feet don't work like that to run, man. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna stand right here, 10 toes down, ready for any and everything. You know what I'm talking about? It's the fat boy himself, Big Yogi. Hey, man, remember, he come. Fuck with a fat boy, huh?
Oh, man, I like it. Keep it going. We're going to go with the man who keep us all accountable for what we do. Hey, he is also listen, they called me the OG, but this is the real OG. I want to make that statement understood. This is the real OG. Don't introduce yourself, man.
What's happening out there, world? How y'all living, man? I am your man, NAT, Silent E, aka Quality.
Already, baby. And listen, y'all know I'm the man. I ain't short for words. You know who I am. It's Rich Blackman, the world greatest. Shut your mouth. I ain't gonna say it right now. AKA Rich Uncle Pennybags. That's what I'm going by now. Yeah. Rich Uncle Pennybags. That is me. Yes. With that being said, we're going to start the first show out for the year, man. Hey, I'm going to start it off on shits and giggles, man. We're going to start off on a good note, good energy. How y'all fellas feeling, man? It's a new year. Last time I saw y'all was last year, even though it was a week ago. But, hey, how y'all feeling this new year?
Happy New Year to everybody, man. Happy New Year,
Yeah.
everybody. First off, man, I'm doing real good. I'm easy breezy, man. My life always gonna be easy breezy. I just gonna keep smiling, even when it's bad.
Already. Come on, Yogi. I see you combing that beard.
Hey, man, I need a haircut.
No, shit.
That's
I
how
wish
my life going right now.
you could shave that off your chin and I put it on my head. I'm happy. See,
Hey, man,
TB.
man, my little brother call this God's work. When you're doing God's work, you look a
What?
certain way. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you look like
Yeah,
Moses after he come off the
yeah.
mountain. I swear you did.
Hello. I
You look like
pointed that
Moses
shit.
after he came off the mountain. Listen, I'm telling you.
Hey, Rich. Hey, Rich. Hey,
Huh?
Rich. Hey, I'm talking
Not
about
Huh?
too
fresh
much.
off partner C.
You see what I'm talking about?
Oh.
TB. Come on, man. Talk to us. How was the Kwanzaa? How was everything? The new year. I know you brought it in with a bang.
Hey, you know what? Holidays always seem like they so short, but I'm gonna keep it real. This year, holidays seemed like it was just right. It wasn't too short, wasn't too long. I enjoyed myself this holiday. I always do, but this one was one of the ones where I felt like it didn't go by too fast. So I was able to be in the moment. I really enjoyed myself and my family. So yeah, man.
That's that's a good thing to be in the moment, man. To enjoy those moments, man, because you don't never know when they over, man. You better enjoy them. That's what I'm.
That's
I'm
right.
learning that. I'm learning that now because I used to live a lot real fast. So now I'm slowing down and smelling the roses, as they say. I'm just
Yep.
enjoying it. Yeah. That's a good thing, man. We ain't
Brother
gonna hold
Saint.
y'all. We ain't gonna hold y'all with all this talking. We gonna get on into it. Quality. It's on you, baby. What you got going on in sports, man?
Hold
All
on.
right, all right, all right.
Hold on. No. We ain't finna play like we don't know how to do this here.
Okay.
Well, you know, I already know.
Okay.
I'm looking for mine. You know what I'm saying? Bingo.
That is. That is. Let's go.
Quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna fucking stop.
So stop pressing buttons.
Hey, before you say
Goddamn, that was
anything,
long.
before you say anything, I want you to know I peeped you already had the green shirt where your son was going. I'm just gonna tell you, I saw that. See, he knew inside information. See, I gotta look deep with him, man. You see that? Did you see he was already had the green on? Boy,
You see how hard he was smiling? You see how hard he was smiling?
Yeah.
Say, man.
Hey, T Ben, look, I
Let
was
me
just finna
find out.
say, when you look up Kool-Aid smiling dictionary, you're gonna see quality right there.
Man, say. That boy
What?
was cheesing, man.
What?
Like
Yeah,
Jolly Green
good.
Giant.
All right, all right.
Let me
Hey,
tell y'all why though, man. Little inside track about it. So of course, everybody that know this will be coming down soon. My son entered the transfer portal, and he is now a member of the Baylor Bears University.
all
So
right, we gotta
anyway,
go to
so
Pick
Baylor
'em.
this year. We're
yeah,
going to
Pick
Bears
'em.
this year. Yes, sir.
yeah. So
Yeah,
we went to
quality. It ain't
Bears
no
this
more.
year.
It ain't no more of that. You gotta put that claw and sick 'em.
The
There
claw.
it is.
Okay,
The club.
okay,
Where
Hey,
we
okay.
he
at?
hey, he representing that Syntex.
See?
It's all good. That 250 pole, 250
Look,
jump, however you want to
look,
call it.
quality. Look, he talking about your smile. Look at that Kool-Aid. He got it.
See,
Hey.
see.
Hey,
Hey,
So
man.
anyway, look, just a little small nugget though, y'all. I mean, it don't mean much, but when I finished my football playing time at high school, Hastings High School, A-Leaf Hastings, I was going to go to Baylor. I didn't go because my mother was a single parent, had to stay home, take care of things. Things just didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. But that was the school that I was projected. I was headed that way. I was about to get my thing and do my thing. And to see this full circle come all the way back around. Think of it from the name to the school to everything. It came
But
right back around. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I wear that Kool-Aid smile real big right now because that was gonna be my home for a while.
can I interject? I just
Yeah,
want
Rick.
I just want to say I'm happy too that all us entered the transfer portal and got away into
Hello,
another. The transfer portal
hello.
ain't just for sports. You can transport. I'm just saying now. He followed
Oh
his
shit.
daddy. His daddy was the first to hit the portal, so he followed. I understand. I got you, my brother.
So
Hey, I'm not trying to transfer. I'm happy where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? They hit the portal. I'm cool.
Yeah, we
Hey,
at
we
home now.
yeah, we
we
cool.
already done it,
Hey,
y'all.
hey, yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I did want to say
Uh-oh,
one thing. So I got a
uh-oh.
homeboy, man, that I went to high school with.
Uh-huh.
Good homeboy of mine. He went to Baylor, and he one of the legends at Baylor. So let
Uh-oh.
me know, quality. I mean, if I got to connect him with your son or something like that, look up Maurice Lane. That's my partner for
Okay.
Baylor. For Baylor, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Now
So
you know
that's a
me
that's a
now.
connection right there.
See,
Now, since he going there, y'all, that's right up the highway. So y'all already know road trip whenever y'all got a little time, whenever
cool.
y'all want to get out for a little
Shit.
bit
We
and go
ready.
watch a little football. Road trip. Road trip. So it's on y'all. I ain't gonna do nothing for it.
Hey,
Listen. I
I'm
go to
with it.
football games. I like live sports, live entertainment. I like really live entertainment, period. No matter
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. I
I
like
agree
it.
with
You know what
that.
I'm saying? I like to see the drummers, the guitar, the sing. I like to see it all. I like to see the football, the basketball. You know what I'm saying? I like to hear the tennis shoes when they stop in the
On the court,
basket.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like it. So yeah, I know
Well,
you can that ain't gonna be
it's,
hard.
it's interesting you said that, Rich, because now as we start in the sports segment, I'm starting off with the NFL playoff schedule. It is
Uh-oh.
about to start popping next weekend, y'all. So let's get ready. On the 10th, Los Angeles Rams will be going to the Carolina Panthers. This is no. It's going the way around. Carolina is going to the Rams. That's going to be at 3:30 Eastern time. That's on January 10th. We'll also have another game. This one will be airing on Amazon. It'll be Green Bay as they will be headed to Chicago. So that's going to be another. On the 11th, we'll be having Buffalo versus Jacksonville. That's going to be a tough one, y'all. T-Ben, you already know y'all. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Y'all and these Eagles finna have the battle. So
It's gonna be a tough game, man. It's gonna be a tough game.
That one's gonna be a
tough
tough
game.
We got the Los Angeles Chargers playing the New England Patriots. That's gonna be a good one. And then we'll cap it off on Monday Night Football, Houston, Texas versus Pittsburgh Steelers.
Already.
So, out of all of those games, y'all, I want to see if y'all want to try to maybe give me a score of one of them. What y'all think? Y'all think
Listen,
that's
man, you read my mind. I was just gonna say, if not next year, because I know we're gonna be around making a prediction. We could give our picks and see who win the most games.
I was going to do that, Rich.
We'll have a little something for us. Whoever picked the most, because you know everybody gonna pick their favorite or pick the win, and we could just start with us. You know, like the games that you can pick. God
damn it, Rich, you done started. We started tonight.
Okay,
so y'all want to give me y'all picks?
Hey, you say the game, and I tell you who I'm.
I was just about to do. I'm going to go back up there. We starting with Los Angeles Rams and Carolina Panthers.
I'm gonna go Carolina.
Okay.
And I'm doing that from the heart. I'm not saying I can see it. I just want it to happen. So I'm gonna ride with Carolina.
Okay.
Next man,
I got the Rams that game, brother.
Yeah, okay. I know. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I got the Rams too. I got the Rams on that one.
Well, we knew the guy from LA was gonna get the Rams. We're not gonna just FYI that. You know, the guy that got LA connections, I'm sure he's gonna get the Rams.
I'm gonna go Rams. So there it is.
I'm the only one I thought. Okay, me against
all right,
the world.
So our next one. I got the Rams too, and I'm writing all these down, y'all. Okay, we got Green Bay and Chicago.
Ooh.
I got the Bears.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got Chicago.
Shit.
Okay.
Chicago, man.
All right, I got Bears as well. Okay, so we got a clean sweep on the Bears. All right. Buffalo and Jacksonville. This gonna be tough, y'all.
I got Jacksonville in that one.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I got Buffalo.
I got Buffalo.
Okay. So Yogi goes Jazz. Okay. We don't care about you, Yogi. We trying to be right, goddamn. We ain't got time to play with friendship here.
Hey.
TBN, do I even need to ask?
No.
49ers and Eagles. Do I need to ask TBN?
No, you don't. You ain't.
Okay. So I already know what TBN at.
I got the mascots that game.
I'm going the mascots.
Mascots.
I'm
going. Hey man, see, I'll be trying. See,
I love it though. I love it.
TV.
Stay strong. Stay strong.
TV, you still my nigga up.
Stay strong.
Where you at, Rich?
I'm not saying this because TVN on the panel. I want to see Brock Purdy go a little farther than I do, Jalen, because they're not excited right now. They ain't playing the best of ball. I know the Eagles and how they are. I think I won't see the 49ers. It would make a better, because it's going to be better. 49ers. I would like to see 49ers. I would like to see them move a little farther. I hate they will beat the Eagles, but I got to ride 49ers.
What you mean you hate that bitch, man? See, you can't be flip-flop. You know already signed the form.
No, I'm saying because, I bought a quarterback from Houston. The boy from Houston, the quarterback.
You know what I'm saying? You signed the form, Rich.
You seen it?
You seen it? I seen it. I ain't know he signed it, though.
I didn't want no. Listen, that's not public information yet. We'll know after Sunday. After that game, if they win, I'm gonna have my part watching. We're gonna be ready to let us win.
Man, it's too late for all that. What you mean? Hey, look, all right, it's good. It's cool.
I'm down.
It's cool.
I'm not on the fence, but I'm leaning. I'm not on the fence.
But you on the fence, Rich. You ain't on the fence, but you on the fence.
Yeah, that's how you say it. Is that the right way? See?
Where you at, Yogi?
Saquon gonna run a rack on them 49ers, man. I got the
Oh
Eagles.
Lord.
I
Okay.
can't lie. I can't lie. I love you, T-Ben. I got the Eagles. I
Okay.
hate to even say it too, dog.
T-Ben, look, hey, but
I
look
hate
though,
to say it.
it's all love.
Don't
I promise
Man,
you.
I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping.
Hold
Y'all on
on.
the other side.
Let
Y'all in the AFC. I don't. It don't
let
bother me.
But
Man.
let
let
me
me
say this,
hold on.
T-Ben. Let me say this. In my heart, I want the 49ers to win. That's no lie. I'm not
Let
bullshitting you.
well,
I
let
just
me
if
help
I
you out.
gotta pick it, I gotta go Eagles.
I
The
want
champs, it's hard for me to see them walking out in the first round.
I want
So
to say
that's
this.
my stance on it. I'd love to see it happen though.
What
You see
happened
what
last time we played the Eagles? What happened last time we played the Eagles in the
they
Y'all
playoffs?
don't
whoop
want
that
to talk
ass.
about that.
Y'all whoop
Listen,
that ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you notice y'all two got on black shirts and we got on brown shirts? I'm just saying.
Ain't
I'm
that a
just saying.
son gun?
I'm just saying.
I ain't even
I
how y'all
ain't
know.
get?
I ain't got
See?
Bayou City on mine though.
But it's black. We're going out for color right now.
It'll work. It'll work. It's black.
Y'all riding with the Eagles. The Browns down here riding with the
With the
49ers.
Niners. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
That's
How
because
about
you
the
signed the
Los
form.
Angeles Chargers and New England Patriots?
I got New England.
Man,
That one.
You got who, Roger?
yeah.
New England.
New England?
I'm going New England.
Okay.
I got the Chargers, man. I don't count Harbaugh out too much, man.
Yeah.
That's just
It-
the LA and UT, man.
Now, I'm just saying. I thank you,
Come
Yogi,
on,
for this.
T, man.
That's
It's so biased, man.
I'm just
Why?
saying.
Why, man? I ain't. Hey, look. I'm just
The
keeping it real, man. Jim Harbaugh is a hell of a coach. That's
Yogi,
all I got to say about that, man.
Yogi, his Monday night pick gonna let us know where he at. When we get to this Monday
I
night
agree
pick,
with
we gonna
T-Ben.
know.
I'm going with no. I agree with Yogi and them. I'm going with New England. It's
Okay.
something about I know you like Harbaugh, but I it's something about that goddamn Ray Burrow over there, that
And
coach,
then
that head
Drake
coach Ray
May,
Burrow.
Yeah,
He
man,
just
they got something
some kind of
cooking
way
over there,
this dude
brother.
just make things happen. He is probably one of the best coaches in the NFL right now
yeah, he
that don't
working.
get enough credit for what he's doing. I
Because he
mean,
don't
clearly
have
he turned around the New England Patriots to a damn playoff
a
team,
team.
and practically was always the number one team. But
Yes.
anywho, we'll move on. Favorite one of the night. I'm just gonna write Texan on
Texas,
mine, so we ain't gonna even talk about it.
Texas.
We don't care
I'm,
about
I'm
it. One
biased.
person.
I'm biased as hell.
Excuse me, fellas. Only one person vote. We need to hear here. Everybody look at the bottom screen. Let's look and see what he say. Because we already know we at. Let's look at him right now.
Everybody else.
I got the Texans.
Oh, God,
What?
God damn it.
Hey,
Shit,
smart man. I knew
hey,
you were smart when I seen you, T-Man.
hey,
I knew it.
we here now. We here.
Okay, gentlemen, I have recorded all y'all picks. Come Monday night, I will be doing.
One. I'm changing mine.
What you changing?
I'm going with love. God damn it, I'm going with Green Bay. I'm going with love.
You can't change,
Hold on,
Rich.
Rich,
You
right
can't
here.
change.
Because
going with
love. I'm going with love over the Bears. I'm going with Green Bay over the Bears.
Sound like Diddy.
I got to be the odd man out. I got to be the odd man out because y'all all went with the Bears. I'm taking the odd man out.
All right, done deal.
Okay.
We'll be doing the show Monday night, Texan Talk. Clearly, I'll be talking about this, but we'll revisit our picks come that night as we pick our new ones for the following week.
Okay.
So we'll talk about these picks the following night. Now, in further sports news, Draymond Green gets ejected from another game. I don't even know if this is worth telling y'all, but NBA has a 16-game suspension, 2-game suspension if you get up to 16 technical fouls. Draymond right now is at 9, and we are roughly at the beginning of the season. So he's gonna have a hard little stretch to go there. I'm really concerned about Draymond. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about it, y'all. I just wanted to mention it. I'm concerned about the man. I think we need to send some prayers out for him. Hope everything going right with him. But he's definitely got some anger issues that he has to work out. With that being said, y'all, I don't really have much more to say about that. I was just making that, the point because he can't seem to control himself.
Yeah.
But this next topic is something I want to talk about, y'all. There was a couple of coaches fired in the NFL they say Monday is always terrible Monday for the head coaches of the
They
NFL.
call it Black Monday, don't they?
Black Monday. Most of the times,
Hey,
y'all, it's
hey,
normally
hey.
Black Monday for a different reason, but
Yeah.
this particular time, it's not that. One of the coaches that were fired was, let me see, I'm looking at my little screen here, y'all. We got Brian D-Ball from the New York Giants. He lost his job. We got
I
a
hate
Brian
he lost it.
Callahan from the Titans. He lost his job.
Shit out.
Pete Carroll from the Las Vegas Raiders. He lost
Shit.
his.
Get
Jonathan Gannon. He was a fairly new coach, Jonathan Gannon, for the Cardinals. He lost his.
Get on.
And one that I think was questionable, which again, but Raheem Morris out of Atlanta. I thought that he was doing a standout job. I think towards the end of the season, Atlanta started playing a lot better. Don't think it was warranted, but they also going with a whole new regime over there because they also fired their general manager. But this is the one. Hold on, Yogi. This is the one that I want to really hit y'all with. The one that's a shocker. John Harbaugh from the Ravens was terminated today.
That was a good one.
You ain't know that? You ain't know?
You didn't know that?
No,
You
I didn't know that for real.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
What y'all think about it though?
That's good. I think that was a good fire. And let
don't-
me explain something to you. It's such thing as a good fire and a bad fire. What I mean is they have got the same results year in and year out with the quarterback and that coach. And I think the coach need to go somewhere. Harbaugh, I think, will be one of the first coaches to get a job. I think he left to go somewhere. I may be the Raiders. I'm just saying he's going to get a job somewhere. And that's why they cut bait and ran, because I think they need to do fresh. And I think Lamar need somebody else in his ear, because their relationship it only get them to a certain point.
Rich.
And it's and you know what I'm saying? So it's some things you have to do. Yes.
Rich.
Yes.
Lamar need to drink his fucking milk. The nigga get hurt too much.
Yeah.
He need to eat his Jolly Green Giants, get some Wheaties.
Yes.
Something.
But
That nigga get hurt every year. But see his style of play, right? You see a lot of people get injured, like quarterbacks get injured with that style of play. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna play like that, man, you gotta get in that weight room. You gotta do something to stay healthy, bro, if you're gonna play that way. Man, your boy in New York, they said that boy had 5 concussion protocols, and it's his rookie season. Quarterbacks that play like that, they bound to get injured at some point. And then Jackson Dart don't slide. That nigga trying to go heads up with niggas and shit.
Yeah, he's trying to run over.
And see,
That's gonna make his career short.
But
like
y'all don't think y'all don't think Harbaugh it was time? Because how long he was there? Do anybody know how long he was there?
He had been there almost roughly
10 years?
Close to about 10. Yeah.
So a decade and you ain't got the same results year in, year out? That's
They ain't win no Super Bowls. They ain't win no Super Bowls yet, huh?
He won a Super Bowl though.
Yeah,
He did.
He won a Super Bowl.
One with the Ravens with Ray Lewis and
with Lamar. He ain't win
He
one
won
with Lamar.
with Joe Flacco.
He didn't win one with
He
Lamar.
won with
but
Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
He won one with Ray Lewis. What you said with Ray Lewis?
Yeah,
Well,
that
Ray Lewis was there, wasn't it?
that was the team that
John
was
Harbaugh?
the quarterback of.
Yeah, I think that was the last. It was probably Ray's close to one of his ending. I might be wrong, T-Ben.
Nah,
I might be
When Ray
wrong.
Lewis retired back in 2008, 2009 or something?
Yeah, who was the coach?
I'm gonna go down.
It was Suggs. Suggs was there.
Suggs, okay.
Yeah, Terrell Suggs. He was there. And he was the anchor of that defense at that time. I think Ray may have been gone already. But Flacco was the reason that they got carried to the Super Bowl. Yeah. And honestly, Rich, I got a little mixed feelings on it. One of the other coaches I forgot to mention too, y'all, was the Browns coach, Kevin Stefanski. Yeah, he's another one that got fired.
We'll get to him. We're
gonna get to him. But John Harbaugh, I'm with you, Rich. I do agree that sometimes the tenor of a coach being there so long without the results that you're looking for can necessarily mean that. But now, this is where it gets tricky for me, because if I say that, then I would have to have the mindset that Pittsburgh coach has to be terminated.
What? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that. So it's kind of like, on one hand, I'm saying because of he has not gotten it done, that I say he needs to be gone. But on this hand, I'm not saying the same thing about Tomlin because I
But
Let
do
me
not
ask you this. Well, let me say, but Tomlin ain't never had a losing season, though, right?
never.
no,
Oh.
I don't think
But
Jacksonville
yeah,
has
but
had one in a
how
while
far?
either. Even
How
this
far does
season, I
that really
think
go?
they wasn't a losing season.
No,
let me,
it wasn't. It was they
but
was 10-7, I think. But
Yeah.
what does that mean though? Like
but
he hasn't had a losing season.
I'm gonna
What
have,
you coached it not to have losing seasons? You coached them
let
to
me
Super Bowls.
Well,
let me
no,
interject.
no, but
I'm
you
gonna
gotta.
interject.
I get that. I get that argument right there that you got Super Bowls. I get that. But if you always be in a winning organization while you there, it's kind of hard to make the case that you got to go somewhere if you ain't been winning. You know what I'm saying, Super Bowls prior to that.
Let me say this, y'all. The difference quality I want to tell you is that John Harbaugh, we seen him and Lamar do this year in and year out. Now with Pittsburgh, when he lost Rosenberger, he had who? That number 9 dude that wasn't shit. Then he went got the other one, and he made sugar out of shit and made it to the playoffs without losing. He had lost when he got there, but he ain't had the same tender quarterback year after year and came up the same results. You got to realize he's been switching quarterbacks since he lost Rosenberger, but he's still been making some of the team. You know what I'm saying? So
And man,
that's a difference. You know,
they got
he
Lamar Jackson and they got Derrick Henry. I mean,
yes,
come on, man.
but
I ain't
Say
saying he should have got
I'm a
fired, but I'm just like, man, you got all stars right there,
You
man. I mean,
got
what?
two great players right there, and
hold
both
on,
of
brother.
them are should be the reason why
Hey,
you
what
should
up?
have led the league in rushing due to the fact that a quarterback can't be touched off of certain plays and all that there, how quick he and fast he is and how intelligent he is to get to the flow or either get out of bounds. And then Derrick Henry, damn it takes 8 people to tackle him. Come on.
yeah,
You
yeah,
should be, and then on top of that, you still had other running backs that were behind him that were pretty decent. Go ahead, Yogi.
My bad. So um, me personally, I feel like the reason the Ravens ain't went and done nothing yet is the offensive coordinator because all year long we see them run a certain kind of offense, right? But then when they get in the playoffs, this nigga want to switch shit up instead of doing the things that got them to where they were. Man, I didn't watch that no 2 years in a row. These motherfuckers will do something the whole season to have something going and then get in the playoffs and want to switch up the whole routine and get knocked out. Man,
Mm.
Hey, now,
it was games in the playoffs, bro. When I seen this with my own eyes, bro. Lamar is in the pocket, bro. No one to throw it to. He has nothing but green in front of him. Regular season Lamar is gone. Playoffs Lamar want to sit back and nah, bro. You got to keep going. You got to keep doing what you was doing to get there, man.
I want
but
to make sure that you real quick before you go, Rich. I want to make sure you hold that thought because now when that Texan talk come up and how we got rid of our offensive coordinator last year and how we complaining this year about the one we got. Remember
yeah,
that thought because I'm
yeah,
gonna hold you to that.
yeah. See, the thing is with
I
Lamar
don't
now,
see. I don't see.
Lamar got them in. Lamar do his job. He get them in a winning situation. Last night he put them. The other night he put them right there, a field goal away. And the organization is tired of that. The coach should have coached it better than that because it's got to fall down. You know, shit roll down here. So everything fall on the coach. If
Which
we
that was a 40-yard field goal. That
and
kicker should have made that kick.
and I know that.
That kicker
That's
Justin
what I'm
fucked up.
Tucker
trying.
would have made it.
What I'm
Justin
getting
Tucker
at
would have
is,
made it.
I
With
heard,
Tucker out
I
here
heard
messing with them children.
Cam Newton said something that was real, and I never looked at it, and I believe it's true. He said a quarterback. He said the coach told him this: a quarterback is only good as his kicker. He said because you can only go so far sometime, and you need a good kicker. Because think about it, we get 6 field goals. We got a good kicker. We don't have a great quarterback, but we got a good kicker. He gonna get us in the red zone, and he might not get us a touchdown, but our kicker has to be good. That's what Cam said. But
I'm
Lamar did
taking
all
notes.
he could. Cam got him but Lamar got them down there, and Elpo to kick the field goal. So I'm just saying, hey, that was on the coach. He know when he missed that field goal, he was getting fined. You know?
I want both of y'all to know I'm taking notes, okay?
Yes,
Yogi
yes,
and Rich, I'm
yes,
taking notes because
yes.
Rich loving that goddamn kicker right now. Just a couple weeks ago, he ready to kick his ass because this motherfucker keep coming out here. He don't want to see that kicker every goddamn play.
I don't. I really don't. But I'm just saying, with Cam giving that little knowledge about Lamar and this, he said, man, his coach told him when he first got in the NFL, hey, make sure you got the kicker got to be good. For you to be good, you're going to need a good kicker because he going to have to save you a couple times with the field goals, the extra points, So it's just the little things, the dots and the I's ain't crossed.
Well, I guess my question would be, I understand part of what that statement means, but on the other end, if you got to rely on your kicker, doesn't it kind of mean that as a quarterback you got a couple notches off your skill?
Yes.
Getting the job.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, if that's the case, then how is a quarterback only as good as their kicker? That kind of seem like they don't. It's kind of like oxymorons to me. You know what I'm saying?
There's an oxymoron statement,
I
but
can answer.
Okay, go ahead, Yogi.
Tom Brady. That's the answer. We watched this nigga win how many rings?
Yeah.
Off 3 field goals, game-winning field goals?
Yeah.
But see, I think, like I said, I kind of hear it. But if you look at it like, hold on, Rich. So if you got 2 minutes on the clock because it's 2 minute, 2 minute drill. You are planning on getting to a point where your kicker can take it over from there.
Yes.
So I guess what I'm looking at is that why not go for I don't know. It's a good point. I just kind of maybe I'm just trying to argue a point that don't exist.
No, you're not wrong what you're saying. Don't rely on that because I understand what you're saying, but if you look at what he was saying, made me look at it like Dallas Cowboys. They kicked so many field goals, they won all them games.
I guess this is my point I'm trying to make. If let's say the quarterback puts the kicker in a position to win the game and the kicker never wins the game, that don't make the quarterback look bad, or does it? What's your answer to that?
I don't think it makes the quarterback look bad, which in this case, the same thing happened with Lamar over the weekend. Lamar got him down the field, and the kicker missed the kick. That's not Lamar's fault.
But let me say this though, fellas. We human, y'all.
On the team.
I was just gonna say, we human. Okay, I'm just saying as humans, it sound right to say that, but if the kicker saved the game and win, we like it. If he missed, we're gonna say why the quarterback didn't get in the end zone. So that brings the pressure back to the quarterback. Man, he should have made a touchdown. We shouldn't have had to rely on the kicker. So your kicker can help you if he can win the game for you. Because if not, it's gonna fall right back on you. They're gonna be like, why you didn't go for the 2 points? Why you didn't go for the end zone?
I get it. Yeah.
So your kicker kind of help you. You know what I'm trying to say? If he decent.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's a good piece. If you a quarterback, I want to make sure I got a good field goal kicker because I'm gonna need you. And I'm just saying
it's all you. Y'all just go as far as say your team ain't as good as your team is only as good as your kicker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You're gonna need field position. He need to lay that punt right. He need to
at the end of the day, it's about wins and losses. That's what it's gonna be about.
That's it, fellas. That's it.
And that shit gonna reflect on the coach, as in John Harbaugh case.
Yes. But you know what? I keep saying it. That's not a bad fire because I know he's going to one of them jobs open. I don't know if he's gonna go over there where his brother at and get in that way. Yeah, I think my cousin,
the Ravens fan, he said that he hoped they get the offensive coordinator from the Falcons.
Nah, Primetime gonna go to. I'm just playing.
Now, a couple of them coaches, they gonna get some offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator jobs. They're not gonna be head coaches like Stefanski. Let's get to him over there at the Browns. Were y'all happy to see him go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Why was y'all happy to see him go? Can I ask you that? Why was y'all happy to see him go?
What was that man?
That's the question.
That's the question. What was that man beef with Shador? We clearly see like that's best quarterback he had on his roster, according to what he done in the games he played, right? So we
Okay.
clearly see that he was the best. That wasn't the first time they seen what he can do. Everybody else in that locker room wanted Shador as the quarterback. Why the coach didn't make that happen? What was his problem with Shador? I bet you
Is
he was
th-
the one to say, "Nah, don't pick him."
that's the reason you want him gone, and that's the reason you think he shouldn't be now. It's because of Shador, the way he treated Shador. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get a frame up here. What about you, Quality? What you think? You think he
I
deserved
honestly
to be
feel
fired, and why?
I honestly feel like he should have been fired, but it don't really have a lot to do with Shador because in my opinion, I don't think it was him that was making the calls. I think that he was reluctant to challenge the organization about doing the things that he wanted to do. I think he had gotten settled with that losing mentality. So when the organization made choices, he just went with it because he didn't care. He probably knew he was on his way out the door this year, so he just went with it. He didn't care. I don't think it was his decision not to start Shador, but I think he just took on what the organization wanted to do, which is what he did. So, but I do think out of the coaches that we all named, I think it's either going to be between him and Harbaugh, which I would go Harbaugh first. But between them two, they're going to be the first to be hired.
I don't think
And
he was
I
supposed to
meant to
get a
say
job.
Brian Flores. I meant to say Brian Flores,
That's it.
the
Yeah,
offensive coordinator for the Vikings. That's what I was talking about.
yeah.
Not the
That's what they was talking about.
Falcons.
They should
Do
look
you?
at for the Raiders job.
He's the
Do you think?
defensive coordinator, ain't he?
Yeah,
They had
Brian
defensive.
Flores.
yeah,
I think
They
he's
yeah.
had
the
defensive
defensive
coordinator.
coordinator. Yeah.
Hey, TB, what you think? You think he should have got fired, and why? Why you think he should have?
You talking about from for the
Kevin
Browns?
Brown. What you think?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, based off the treatment that we all kind of agreed upon that was done to Shador, I think he kind of had it coming.
Okay,
But I don't know. I don't keep up with them too much. To even give
okay. I got you.
informed opinion, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Can
I
can I?
can't really say who should have got fired this season, but I think that I was shocked at John Harbaugh, and I was shocked at for the Raiders.
Uh-uh.
That kind of shocked me. I
But
didn't think they was gonna get rid of him that
Pete
quick.
Carroll old though, man.
Pete
Can I?
Carroll,
Let,
yeah, but
can I give
he's still considered a good coach though. Well, at least
can
I
I
thought he was.
can I give my opinion of the dude? I think it was warranted. And I listened to the owner and what made me say that because the owner said he wasn't satisfied with 8 games in 2 years.
Uh-huh.
He said he wasn't satisfied
I
with
seen that.
13 quarter. Yeah, he wasn't satisfied with the 13 quarterbacks, and you couldn't find one. So that was the ending draw. But with the Shador thing, I had to I had to be understanding because you don't draft a guy in the second round and you don't play him. A third round, whatever they had to play that boy because they drafted him. They was locked in right there. They knew Shador was coming because everybody said what the last 5, 6 games. We knew that, but he had to. If we pick you second or third, we got to play you before him because we believed in you more than him. If not, we lie to our fans and our organization. So that's what that I feel that part was. But I don't think he gonna get a job nowhere because he's not with the
No,
culture of the. See, the football's going toward a culture now, and that's what's working. The coaches that got the culture or just kind of can vibe with the players or can converse with them to get them to do what he need to do. And I don't see him right there right now, in the headspace. Because the way he just did the Browns organization, I don't think nobody else gonna hand the keys over. Because that's a good boys club. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure the
So
Browns,
y'all
like I said,
think he was the reason for the Browns? Y'all think he was the reason for the Browns? Y'all don't give the organization no credit for that clusterfuck they got going on over there?
no, he the coach. You the ringleader of this monkey show. You gonna get the blame.
I got
That's what you
you. I
hired
got
for. That's why if I take on the fucking up job and I know it's fucked up and it don't go right, it's on me because I took the job. And he knew it. That man had Baker. That man had everybody. He couldn't win with him. Look, Baker, and what's happening, the people he
he did
losing,
win with
going
Baker.
places. Yes, the people leaving him, going places and do shit. So it's like, what's going on here? What it is? So it's got to be the coach. The coach is the culture. The coach is the one who lead. They follow his lead. And do it look like he's a leader of men? No, he look like he on some bullshit. Because a real man would have came in there and said what it was. I'm not starting Shador right now. I'm dealing with Dylan. We're going to get to Shador. I don't have no problem with it. But right now, we got to focus on this. He keep doing it. You know, he didn't talk like a man. He sat there and he word salad. Well, you know, my focus is on the Browns. And come on, man. You got to get, you know what I'm saying? You got to do better than that. Because this is the world we in now. If this was the 90s or the 80s, you could get by with the shit you said. You know, the coaches, you know, they heard them in high esteem. You know what I'm saying? They could do what they want. But now, shit, you got 3 and you done. You got 3 quarterbacks and you got 3, the GM got 3 quarterbacks and that's it. If you don't make it with that, you out of that. They gonna get rid of you. You only got 3. But, you know, that's, you know. I'm glad he gone. I hope Shador get a fresh start. I hope he don't get a job nowhere.
I hope they go get prime time. Fuck that.
I think you tell me. I think he is. You put your tinfoil hat on. I think he coming.
Well, that'd be something, wouldn't it? Well, that'd be something.
It would.
But and that's the type of shit they do because you know they need storylines now. You know what I'm trying to say? It would make a perfect storyline. It would make money. It would make sense. You know what I'm trying to say? And then he bring his brother over.
Deion said he would never coach an NFL team. Though, let's see if he holds true to that. If they give him opportunity to.
Money,
that's what he
money
said.
Money talk, bullshit.
Ain't that the same nigga made all us go by that Jackson State shit and say he was gonna stay there? I threw all my preview shit away and started riding with Jackson State, man. Ain't played preview of the championship, man. Then you fucking left. I'm mad in the motherfucker. That's just same preview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you should have stayed. You should have stayed with the Panthers, man. Don't be switching up.
I switched, man. I ain't lying. We got
hey, stay with that school up there on 290, man. Come on now.
And then he went up there and got all the Colorado. I said, I tapped out after Jacksonville. Can I trade this head for the Colorado? I was trying to do that. You know, shit. Yeah. You going Foot Locker, Jackson State shit, $2. Them and Cowboy shit that went downhill.
That's crazy. And on that note,
well, for me, y'all, that's gonna end it for the sports segment. My bad, Yogi. Go ahead. When you get done, though, we done with the sports, y'all. We can move on.
I was asking you, is there anything else left from the sports world we can talk about?
Oh, no. We good. We kind of went over everything. I just wanted to really get at y'all about them coaches. Hey, but for future references, I got y'all picks. We gonna see what happens next week.
Yes, sir. Hopefully watch.
All right.
One time for their mind. Break it down.
And all that every time.
I love it.
Zulus and Wham. Talking about.
Yeah.
T-Ben, how about you? How you feeling down there, brother? You ready to get it going?
Man, let's get it going, man.
One time in mind, man. We lit like 2 5. We lit like 2 big.
Hey, man.
T-Ben.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm sorry. I ain't shit. I gotta ask you about that stick. It's been bothering me. You look like the brother from X-Clan with that stick, brother. I remember that stick. Yeah, to the east, my brother. To the east, man. Brother Marquise had that X-Clan stick, man. I know it when I see it.
That's a staff. We call that a staff.
Yeah. What? You talking to the car now? You know I know what it is. I'm just listening.
I know what's up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got the stick. I said, look at him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie,
Rich. Baba status. Baba status.
See?
All right.
Did you have to wear the mean mug with it though?
No. That's
my regular face. That is my regular face.
Yeah.
That's my regular face. You know, back in the day, these pictures of black men, we do all that smiling. I kind of, I'm old school, man. I was brought up, man. We do all that smiling pictures and stuff, man.
Straight up.
I always felt like I had to smile. I scare people, so I said, why don't I start smiling at them so they'll stop being so goddamn scared?
You understand?
I ain't trying to hurt nobody.
Yeah, man. Hey,
so brother T-Ben.
Hey, yeah. So look, I wanted to And I don't know if the video if the video is gonna play, but if it does, great. But I want to give a little summary about this middle section that we call lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of let people know what it's all about, the things that we cover. We don't cover everything every time, but it's just this is all like a big bowl of gumbo. We talk about these topics during the lifestyle section. So in lifestyle, we're gonna cover health topics, so fitness and nutrition and mental health. We're also going to talk about, we call it bag talks. We're going to talk about money and careers and investments and entrepreneurship. We might touch on them kind of topics. Man code. We talk about masculinity, leadership, purpose, and then something called home team. We talk about family, fatherhood, and relationships. So that's the lifestyle middle section of our show. It's not always me, but I'll be the one kind of facilitating the topics, and we all give our input on things like that. Anybody else can as well. But I just want to give us a summary about what lifestyle is all about, so we can all understand where we're coming from when we bring this topic up. Um, but Yogi, man, is the video gonna play for us?
Oh, I mean, we
Let's
got
see.
we got enough of it for the context, so let's ride it.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it ain't gotta be that much. Yeah, that's cool.
Mute your mics, big
When I
dogs.
was younger, I hated the fact that I had happily married parents. Like I used to pray for them to get divorced. They didn't argue all the time and like that. I just felt left out because everybody in my school had a single mom, and I was just like, why do my mom gotta be happily married? Like, why is it me? Why am I cursed with a two-parent household? I was also really mad that I lived in a home. Like I really wanted to live in the apartments because I just thought that it just looks so cool. Like all your friends live in the same building. Y'all all write the
Wow,
Woo!
that's deep.
That wasn't
Hey,
even all of
man.
it.
Yeah, that wasn't all of it, man. But that's the gist of what was being said, and I don't want to kind of put my bias or my thoughts on it just yet. At least I do want to ask y'all first and foremost, what do y'all think about that? What's y'all thoughts on that? Whoever want to go first, they got to go in no particular order.
I'll go first. I'm not gonna lie, that it hurts my feelings that she said that. Although I do want to make it clear, I think she said that used to be her feelings. Clearly, I don't think she feels that way anymore. So let credit to her for understanding that that was not the correct feelings to have. And the my feelings on it is that's kind of sad, but the reality of it is there are a lot of kids growing up in single parent homes, and it's really the theme that is kind of going on. Now it gets deeper and deeper, y'all. Everything that's going on in society today, our presidents and the things that they're doing, I think this is a premeditated way of dividing us as a culture. They all tell you any first thing to do is take the man out of the household, and now you weaken the whole family. That's just a proven fact. And more, you're noticing that it's easier and easier to get rid of the man of the household by simply just discrediting everything that he does, putting him in different type of situations to where it's hard to keep overcoming. So yeah, it's a sad situation. I really hate that. I hate that she thought that, but I'm glad she did come to reality and understand that that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
My
Yogi, what you
question is
got?
this. So my question is this. Okay, so if you used to have them feelings and you don't have them no more, why even put that out? Why even put that out to the world? You know what I'm
Now, mind
saying?
you, it's more to the video. Remember, it's more to the video they didn't show. Um, but okay, that's a good question. Rich, what you got?
I understand what she's saying so much so that I didn't have the two parent. I had a stepfather and my mom, which was a two-parent house, you could say. My mom an educator and he's a worker. But like she said, I wanted to go back to Fifth Ward to the slums. My homeboys didn't have polos and Levi's. I did. Them niggas used to say, "Why the fuck you over here?" I'm like, "What you mean? This where it's at?" And my mama used to look at me like, "Are you crazy? I took you from this shit. What?
Yeah.
I wanted it though." And I don't know why they made, like I said, they made it look cool. I guess they made it look good. And I said it before. they make poverty look like it is the shit. When I was coming up, you know what I'm saying? They go to their
Hey,
house. And see, I saw family in struggle. Like with his mama, I'll go to his mama house. If she didn't have shit, so she make us sandwiches. You come to my mama house, she say keep them niggas outside, and we got plenty of food in there. So I guess I don't know. I just got attracted to the worst, and I was like, everybody talked against it. I was like, why? They people, and that's fucked up on my part because I can say my mama never was bougie. She gone. My dad, they wasn't on that, but I was. My brother wasn't. Nobody in my family is on that but me, and I didn't understand why, but I feel her. I just was attracted to it. And it's fucked up, and I can't tell you why. It's just what it was. You know what I'm
So you
trying to
think it's a
say?
psychological thing?
It definitely was that. Because the older I got, I didn't know. I don't even know the connection to it. I don't even know what the attraction to it was. Let me say that I was attracted to it, like a female. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know, you know what, Rich? The point that you bringing up right now is the thoughts that I had leading up when I seen this video initially, and I'm saying that because two things. First is Jay-Z had a song called "The Allure." Y'all know that song?
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
It's about pretty much how trying to get out the streets, but the streets keep kind of bringing them back. The
Yes.
allure of the streets, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
And you brought up, and the other point is you brought up a good point about how we make poverty look so cool, right? And on one end, I understand because when you make the best out of your circumstance, right? So when you ain't got it, you don't want to feel like you ain't got it. You want to make sure that you want to kind of keep up with the Joneses or enjoy your life as much as you possibly can. But I think the way that it's done in poverty, it makes people want to be a part of it. And so part of my question to this is the onus on those that have to make having things bring the allure to having things, or with those in poverty, should it be more of a, hey, let's try to get out of this circumstance to get to where we don't have to live like this? Or, hey, we here, this our life, we're gonna represent this, we're gonna put it out there, this our reality. We still can eat good, we still can show this off, show that off, even though we in poverty. So it's a very, very complex, like you say, Yogi, a psychological thing, because she said, she had a two-parent household. But to her, she's seen those in a single parent home where it was like, man, they live in apartments. I got a home, and my they got happy mother, and mine isn't. And I want to be in an apartment because that's where all the people they live with amongst each other. But I don't have that over here. So it's an interesting dynamic, and you see it. I know I've seen it growing up, where people who had more was hanging out with those who didn't have, and wanted to mimic their behavior. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it'll lead into something we're gonna get in later on, but it's a complex, psychology. And I'm just curious, man. Why do you think it is? Why is it that having things is almost there's a void there? Where's that void coming from?
Have you ever seen somebody with money being praised? It's mostly when you growing up and you watch anything on TV. The bad guy got the money. The villain is always the rich dude, the successful dude, and it's always the guy who has less or poor or going through something is the good guy. So I guess psychologically we see it so much. Like I said, I was going over there in polos. They wearing white t-shirts. I quit wearing polos, started wearing white t-shirts. My mother like,
You
what the hell
know,
wrong with you? She like, what's wrong with you? You have good clothes. Why you wear that? I don't want to wear that shit. That's what I'm telling you. I don't want to wear shit. I wear a t-shirt. And guess what? Now I look back and I was like, nigga, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Because
Mhm.
them dudes tell me now, we used to look up to you because you had all the clothes, nigga. Your mama did this. I'm like, huh?
but do they
But
treat you like that though? Do they treat you like they looked up to you though?
no, they treated me normal. They treated me like, nigga, what you, that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
But
They
you
don't
see,
care.
so in hindsight, they say, "Oh, we looked up to you," but back when it was real time, it was you didn't feel that, right? And it's kind of
No.
like I think that the mentality is that when those who have are out of touch with reality. I think that's part of where part of it stems from. So when people have things and they don't have to live in a survival mode, or they don't have to scratch and claw just to eat or just to have an enjoyable life, they look at those people that do have those things that can be able to kind of move how they want and just can experience more as being out of touch with reality. And I'm trying to understand where that comes from, and is that just a byproduct of capitalism?
Yeah.
Let me dive in there. I feel like it how Rich just said it, that he turned into wearing the white t-shirt. See, when I would go to the north side, well, my family would kind of mostly grew up, and I was kind of like in Rich situation. We lived on the south side. When my family or my cousins and them would come to my house, they would be talking about, "Ooh, y'all rich, y'all rich." Man,
Mm-hmm.
we had a regular goddamn house, but they were thinking we were rich because they had such a deprived type of area in which they live. So because we had what, maybe clean streets, the yard was cut, little manicured yards and all that. I'm talking nothing's fancy now. House just a regular old house. I live right there in Armclaw. So you know what I'm talking about. There wasn't
Hmm.
much at all. But they thought that was like the world. Like, God dang, y'all got all the money. Man, we didn't
Hmm.
have nothing. So my point is that when I would go out there, I would feel out of place because I'm looking at them like, well, dang, they got t-shirts on and they still doing everything that they doing. So if I came out there and let's say I put on, like Rich would say, my polo shirt or whatever, it was no difference. The only thing was different was I had a different shirt than what they had on. That was the only difference. But the mentality of it was they thought of me as something better because of something I wore and all that there. When in actuality, we were really just the same. We just lived on a different side of town. That was all it was. And like you say, T Ben, my mind started to reaffirm to going to their level of I want to wear the t-shirt. I thought it was cool. They looked at the polo as that's cool. I thought the t-shirt was more cooler than mine. I saw that as, oh man, that player boy had the V-neck on that. I
Yeah.
still wear V-neck shirts to this goddamn day because of
I
that
do
shit.
too.
So that's what I'm talking about right there. I thought that was the coolest shit in the world. Starch pants and all that there. That's how they was rocking. Man, I came over there with some Dockers one time and they laughed at me.
See,
I would have
They
laughed at you
laughed
too.
at me.
see, see.
So
I
so
would have
how do
laughed
you
at you.
how do you how do you bridge the gap? Where's the middle ground at?
You
How
know,
can
you
you
know.
have?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say how can you have those who are not living in poverty and those who, I don't even like to use the word poverty. Those who, let's say, half and half nots, put it that way,
Right.
more than others.
Mhm.
How does
I
how
can say,
where's the common ground for those? How can somebody say, "Hey, I do have a father and a mother, and we don't struggle to eat every night." You know what I'm saying? Or we, maybe once a week we go to the movies or something. Whatever that you do, how can those individuals connect with those who can't do those things?
I
When you
can
stop
say
looking
this.
at classes. My bad. Go ahead, Rich.
I'm just gonna say, because I have a teenager in my home, my daughter and my kids, my youngest son is 19, gonna be 20. I can tell you that their mentality is totally different. They don't care about that ghetto shit. These are the richest broke young people you'll ever see. TBN. My daughter, her best friend just got a little job at Foot Locker. She asked my daughter, she say, "Hey, Layla, you gonna work at you want me to get you on the Foot Locker?" She say no. And she say, "Why?" She say, "Cause I got a daddy. I ain't gotta work.
That's
I
right.
got a daddy." And I looked at her and I didn't know whether to get mad or what, but she say, "Shit, I got a," she didn't cuss, she said, "I got a daddy. My daddy got me. He told me go through school, get through college. He got me. You see, he got me a car, he got me everything. I got my dad." So I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? My son, he don't care where the ghetto at. He don't care. They don't care about that. They are up here. They want the top of the line everything. So I'm like, they not like us. We thought the hood shit was the shit. You know what I'm trying to say? They don't listen. I got an old car,
So,
put it together. That I gave my son an old car. That car sat there till he went got his job and he bought him one of them goddamn Chargers and say, "I got it, Daddy. Don't worry about it. You can take that back." I say, "Damn, these niggas different." My grandpa gave me a car with no transmission. I had a transmission in it before the day was over. I went found one. I said, "I'm gonna get it. I can have it." He said, "Yeah." He said, "If you fix it, you can drive it." Man, I got it by 2 days. It was running. It broke down again, but they
It
don't
was
have
running.
that
You
drive.
got it up
Yeah,
and running.
they don't have that drive. They
Yeah.
wanted a new
yeah.
car. They
You
Hey,
wanted
know,
to.
you
So
hey,
I'm
man.
saying they mentality has moved way past that. That's a thing of the past. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I said, drinking 40s and shit. They don't do that. This is a thing of the past. They are really they space age. They on some other shit. It's some bullshit now, but it's just upper class bullshit. You know what I'm
So,
trying to say?
uh,
When we hung at the
let me.
skating ring, they hang at the malls. You know what I'm trying to say? It's difference.
I
But
ain't
come
have
on,
them all
man.
now. Go
So
ahead,
let me.
Yogi.
Say,
So
yeah.
let me pull up. So first, let me read the comment. It says those that have lived a life in which they may take things for granted, whereas those that don't have to cling to what they have and want more but value what little they have. I get it. It makes sense, my
It
brother.
makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
It
I
makes a lot
get
of
it.
sense.
Yeah.
So
you know,
go ahead.
no, brother, go ahead. I cut you out. Go ahead.
So this just speaking for me, right? So I'm not gonna sit up here and say I grew up in the best situations. You know what I'm saying? Uh, y'all see how I work. That comes from somewhere. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Because
mm,
I grew up without. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
I grew up in the household where I had siblings, and then them siblings had kids, and then we took them kids. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was a lot of back burner activity. Like, man, I can't just get you what you want. I got to make sure everybody have, right? So I like to agree with quality. I went to his house. I went to his house a lot when I was young, and I was like, damn, nigga. Like I actually got to be in a room and chill by myself and watch movies. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be in the other room snoring and shit, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey
Uh,
man, say it too much information.
no, I'm just playing.
say,
But nah,
say,
man. But
say.
like I thought about that shit when I went to Quiet House because every time I went to his house, it was a whole different playing field from where I came from, right? So I'm saying that to say this, man. Like to me, the two parent household, it forms some kind of structure like within you, right? Uh, it breeds like a mentality about you, right? Like, man, I ain't gotta do that. Like we said, man, I ain't gotta get no job. I got a dad. You know what I'm saying? See, I didn't have that mentality because once I started being able to work, god damn it, I'm going to work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Them days that's coming out, I'm getting them hoes. I ain't gotta ask mama to get them. You
Say.
know what I'm saying? Other things was entwined into that, but that's just that though. You know what I'm saying? And now that's what brings my mentality I have now. Man, I literally stay away from home, bro, because I'm chasing a bag. And I'm not saying that's good. I'm not saying that's good at all, man, because a lot of my time is consumed out here. But I don't be mad when it's payday neither, because I can go get whatever the fuck I want. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the difference to me. Growing up in like in a single parent household, you're not living in the best conditions. You in the hood, it breeds a hustler's mentality, and we all know what lanes them can go into. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
When that money on your
Yeah,
mind and you gotta have, it's that's a different kind of hunger. You know what I'm saying? That's my slab.
yeah, man. Them good points, and it brings up the next kind of point that I wanted to make before we get to like our next kind of, it all kind of blends in with each other, but I think the mentality is universal. And this is why I say that. I work with a brother who's from Kenya, and he was telling me how, when he goes home to visit, it's not pleasant. He was like, man, I really don't. I think he's about 3 or 4 years older than me, something like that. Maybe a couple more. But we were working corporate America. You know what I'm saying? And so he was talking about how when he goes back home, and we were talking, and he was describing what it's like when he goes back to his village or wherever he's from, and how the people there is hostile. He's like, it's hostile when I go back home because the people they look at me as if I kind of left, and I left the hood in a sense. And I say, wow, and it made me think. I said, it's so funny you talk about that. I said, 'cause that's something that we deal with here in America. Whenever somebody leaves an environment that would be considered poverty, or the hood, however you want to call it, when you leave that environment and you move to somewhere
You a
else,
sellout.
it's always a thought of
You a
you
sellout.
left, you abandoned, and it's like that mentality is not just some Black American mentality. This is a mentality that seems to be universal. It's just interesting, how, and like I said before, I hinted at, is just like a byproduct of capitalism, to where you talk about, all resources are so limited, to where people are fighting over them. And so when somebody gets it, it's almost like, what makes you so much better than me when you get these resources when I don't have it? And why aren't you coming back helping out? And now that you do have these resources, and then from the other angle, you like, man, I worked hard to get here. You know what I'm saying? I did this. I was day in and day out. I did my thing to get to where I'm at. Why is it my responsibility to bring you on board? And I get both sides of the spectrum, but I think that the mentality of scarcity, where you feel like you don't have access to things, it makes you want it even more. When somebody say you can't have it, you can't have it, it makes you want to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, who says I can't have it? I'm gonna go try to get it. And so now, me, for example, and this anybody else want to say anything about that before we kind of go to the next
I want I want to
topic?
say one
Go ahead,
thing I
Rich.
saw. One thing I want to say. I've been in that situation where you're saying, because I said that about my daughter, but when I went to the hood, I went back, y'all. We was doing the wrong things and we was making money, man. And I'm watching these dudes have so much money and they mama bed fucked up. I mean, they don't have no water. I mean, the water fucked up in the house, the AC. I'm talking about we making thousands right there. I'm like, hey, man, take your mama to your house. They're like, nah, she good right here. I mean, these niggas, I'm talking about they had high rises. They living good. They got a high rise and a house with another girl in it. But they mama right there in that hole in the wall, door don't lock, screen door. She coming out in the moo. All they do is bring it, they think they doing good. They go get us some fish from the stove, bring us some good fish, something to eat, and that's
Something to eat.
mama.
Yeah.
I was like, my mentality, man, get your mama out of there, man.
She
And
got to go in.
they used to get mad at me and be like, Stan, I've been to me, man, get your mama out of there, man. That was what I was. But
Yeah.
that made them turn on me and say, nigga, you always had it good. That's why you feel like that. I couldn't resonate that. If I'm making money and my mama ain't staying in this shit, she going to the good house. I'm gonna stay in this motherfucker and keep grinding and get me another spot. But none of my partners really was on that, man. They let their mamas figure it out, or if their mama didn't ask them, they didn't give them. They'll do this. But I didn't understand that because y'all come from nothing, man. And I'm talking, and them Fifth Ward, niggas know Fifth Ward. That's where we was. Goddamn Liberty Road, Kurt. We right there. Brewster, we was there. I'm just saying, I'm watching, but I'm leaving there and going to Humble, Texas, to my mama house. We got 4 bedroom.
Nice house.
Three
Yeah.
three car garage. That's my mama. Like that was her. But I'm in the hood every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at these dudes, and it takes your energy after so long. You know what I'm saying? After so long, I just quit fucking with them certain type of niggas. I do business and I leave because if you didn't care about your goddamn mama, I know I was next. That's just the way I felt. You know what I'm trying to say? And truth be told, them still good dudes. They just didn't understand. They didn't move their mama out. They good dudes. Like one of them a preacher now, one of them trucking, but they mama still over there right now. I can go to their houses. You know what I'm saying?
That's
The
crazy.
ones that's alive. And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
they got nice houses. I'm talking about some might be out there by y'all with Mission Ben. I'm like, you nigga, and your mama still right here, my nigga. But you know what's sad? I thought about this. If we'd have pooled our money together, 5,000 a piece was nothing back then. we could have fixed that whole motherfucking house, corner, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because the older dudes that was older than us, they was buying our people houses for nothing. Hey, let us give you 10,000 for the house. You can stay here, but they want to trap it out, and then later they'll move them out. I'd be like, damn, what happened to Miss Johnson? What's her name? Bought a house and she moved out. Now she in a old folks' place. That's the type of shit was going on. I was like, hell no, y'all niggas crazy. Y'all, but we wasn't thinking. We could have fixed the whole hood. Don't leave. Let's fix the bitch up. We making money. Now that's what I want to go in and do. I want to tell you to quit hustling, but if you got this resource, let's fix this shit up first. But
I
they
was gonna
didn't,
say this, T
you
Ben.
know. But that was just my spiel. I'm parking the slab.
When I'm pulling mine out right quick.
Mm-hmm.
When you had made the comment about like how do we get them to meet halfway? First things first, we have to teach us as a community to stop valuing things that don't hold value. So right there, that I noticed that, and I'm never, when I say things, y'all, I'm not trying to say that I was smarter or anything like that, because beyond the doubt of anyone else, I'm as dumb as rocks. But the funny part to my dumb as rock shit is that them rocks actually hit each other and they start learning, like they learn how to avoid each other in a way. So that's kind of how my little thinking goes. But as a young person, when I was sitting in my house and I had all this nice stuff and it was nice, and I went over there and I noticed I didn't need that to be the same person that I was when I'm at my house. So now my mentality started to turn into, I don't even want that. I don't want the nice stuff. I want this right here, and I'm gonna take it back here when I go. And I started to notice that the people that I'm around, they didn't see me for, oh, that's the guy that had the polo shirt. They start to recognize that, dang, that's pretty cool how you got the little t-shirt with the big man shirt under, or the tank top, or the white
Yeah.
beater. I don't want to call it a white beater, but whatever they call the little tank top shirt. Yeah, you know, that's what they is. But that style at that time for us, the 90s, that was actually like, it started to actually take over to where I never bought a fucking shirt. When I go out, like, you can ask Yogi or anybody, when we would go to the clubs, man, I swear to God, it was get my jeans starched up, and then it was we stop at the store before we go out.
Yeah.
Stop
Now
at the
you know
store, get a
my
shirt. It was never, ever, ever get a shirt from the house. It was stop at the store and get a shirt, and that became my overall. So what I'm basically saying is, don't value these things that don't really mean nothing. And we have to teach our community to understand that we are really, really bad at that. We value things that hold no value whatsoever. We got to
We put
stop.
value into it. Yeah, we like assign value to stuff that don't really matter.
Right. And it's not needed. We don't need that stuff. You don't need whatever fancy car to determine what your wealth is. A regular goddamn car is doing the same thing your fancy car doing or whatever. And that's to the people that do see it that way. You don't need a big house. You like, your regular house will do just fine if it suits you in the space that you need. Now, like Rich said, now last point, y'all. What Rich said was, I also had this mentality. Wherever I went and whatever I did, me and my mom, we were always like this. We were like this. So if whatever she couldn't do, as far, let's say, like she couldn't pay the rent or the bill or whatever, okay, well, I got it. I got it this time. But then there gonna be moments where I'm a kid, y'all. I ain't making a lot. I worked at IHOP and I got tip money. And people at the school thought I was a dope dealer because I came to school with a water one job, because I'm getting dollars of tips. So I water money like this. Now, I did good. I ain't complaining. I was able to maintain a nice little living or whatever, or had a nice little small little hatchback car, Nissan Datsun or whatever. But anywho, I was able to obtain all that, but I was also able to save. And anytime that mom got into a situation, oh, well, here, I got that. I got this much on it. So here, you take that and do what you can with it to make it work or whatever. And that's how we live. We always was that way. And mom, I had a stepdad too, Rich. So he just was always, he was a police officer. So he was always gone. He was very seldom there. Yeah, he was very seldom there. So, of course, too, nobody wanted to hang out with him because my dad was a police officer. They
You think?
thought I was
You
like a cop now
you
because my dad was. So
You gotta
it
watch
was
that nigga. He
crazy.
gonna tell his daddy.
Hey, so so that kind of it'll lead into like this next little segment. But I did want to say I'll start with this. I think that more of us. So in my situation, I was raised by my stepfather since diapers though. So I don't even like saying stepfather. But I'm just trying to make a distinction.
mhm.
Um, but my father that raised me was military, and so very strict, no nonsense type. Never really showed a whole bunch of emotion, that kind of thing. Um, from Mississippi, grew up in Mississippi and also Missouri and St. Louis. But he taught me the value of hard work, right? So when I was, and it started around the house with chores, and that's how we would get allowance every week. We get allowance. So one thing is that I remember cutting grass every Saturday morning. Saturday morning, if he beat us into the yard, we was in trouble. So Saturday morning come around, if when we hear that lawnmower crank up, we was in that bed, we already know it's gonna be a rough day
Yeah.
because he's gonna be pissed off all day on top of that, and we know we should have been up before him because he didn't want because in his mind I've been working all week, I shouldn't have to cut this grass. That
Yeah.
was his mentality, and I get that now, of course, as a grown man. But then it was kind of like, damn, I want to go play and do this with my friends, but take care of the home first before you go have fun. That was his mentality, and so cut the grass every weekend. After a while, you get good at it, edging up. Cars will drive by. They like, hey, how much you charge? And I'm like, I remember look over. My daddy was like, that's how much you charge. $20. Okay, I live on the corner. There you come here. Okay, cool. So I see you get that head now. Okay, good job. So,
Yep.
but that taught me to make my own money, to work hard to get it, and to be kind of like a steward to your community,
Yeah.
where I'm known as the one to cut the grass. So every Saturday, people was expecting me to show up at their front door, charge 5, 10, $15, whatever it was for that week. I had my money to buy my shoes and my music, whatever I wanted to do with it.
Mhm.
But I think that a lot of the times, those of us who grew up, who had a father and a mother in the house from the earliest of your memories all the way up until you left the house, I think we don't speak up enough. I think that we don't talk enough about what we were taught, um, how we view things, the things about the lessons that we were taught growing up. And so this kind of brings me into the next topic about, where do your values come from? And how does that shape your mentality as a man as you move into this world? Given that we all, we're 40 plus, we middle-aged men at this point. So our role in the community amongst our people is a bit different. We're not young men anymore. So we've experienced some stuff. We've picked up some values along the way where we can teach to the youth. So my question to y'all is, where does your values come from? Who taught them to you? And how do you use those to navigate life?
I'll go first.
Go
Uh,
ahead.
I'm probably a special case on this one, TBN, because my dad kind of left me at an early age, kind of in high school. So, and then of course my mom and my dad wasn't together, so I didn't get a lot of time to see him. I was kind of one of those weekend kids. I go see my dad on the weekends whenever he had a little time for me. So, with that being the case, I had to take bits and pieces of every man that I came around. Now, I don't want this to make it seem like my mom was some kind of hoe, y'all. That's not the case. She had a guy that she was with, but he was so godly to where I wasn't always the mindset of a godly man. So I couldn't take everything because anything he did, and honestly, a lot of him did rub off on me because it is the way I am today. I'm a good person. I don't have evil soul in my. I don't have no ill intents to hurt anyone. So a lot of what he did rub off on me. But my uncle, he was good at working on cars. Took a little bit from him. Had another guy that was probably another uncle of mine. He liked the race cars. Maybe took a little bit from him. My cousin's dad was really good family man. I started to notice how he sprinkled how him and his dad had a great relationship. Took a little bit from him. So it's just every little man, and some of them wouldn't even, I want to say maybe adult men. They were definitely older than me, but someone will be like my older cousins. I just seen how, he ain't let that guy push him around. All right, take a little bit of that, because now you got to be a man on top of just being a good man. You can't let people push you around, because then you're not even a man at that point. Now you just somebody that people just push you around. So I just took bits and pieces of every person that I kind of thought was doing the right thing, and I tried to build the guy that I am today, which is how basically, I guess you could say I did it, but I don't know to what level of success. It's just that was what all I had to do to get it from.
Yeah, man, that's good information. And I'll go next since I can get mine out the way, man. So,
Okay.
um, I remember a couple of stories. I remember when I got caught stealing from a store. This was like middle school years, either age 11 to 13, something like that. I mean, I got caught stealing, and after all, my old man put belt to ass the real way.
Yep.
Um, so aside from the punishment, I remember he made me write like a 13-page letter about why it's wrong to steal. That letter was way worse than getting a whooping. I felt terrible. And I remember sitting at that kitchen table for about a week every night trying to figure out what to write. It was like, you better not be repeating yourself. I was like, damn, I got to figure out, I had to think my way through why was it wrong. Um, I remember I got through that. And I remember in high school, another situation where I forged like a hall pass so I can get out of class, something like that. And I got caught. And I remember my old man. He didn't give me a whooping for that one, but in high school, I was throughout school. I always been pretty popular. I ain't the most popular kid in the world, but everybody knew me. You walk up and down the hallway, you give a dap to everybody. You that kind of
Yeah, you that guy.
high school thing. I was a cool cat. But I remember he made me write a letter to my class apologizing for forging that letter. And man, that was, I don't know, the punishment to this day that made me feel so bad to have to, in front of all the pretty girls and your homeboys. I'm sitting in front of the class, shaking, reading this letter about me forging this letter and how wrong it is to be dishonest. But he was teaching me integrity and to be accountable. And things like that to stay with me my entire life. So I don't want to go too far, and take up too much of time on many stories, but those are, where my values come from. Of course, my mother too. Don't get me wrong. But as far as man to man kind of situation on how to handle life, when you do things incorrect, and how hold yourself accountable and having some integrity. Integrity was one of the biggest lessons to this day always sticks with me from my old man. But yeah, I park my slab on that, man. That's like where the bulk of my values come from.
Where
Well,
you was there, Rich?
I'm gonna say I'm different here, y'all. My values come from the streets, and I gotta tell, and that's what I'm saying. My home values were solid. I never stole. I wasn't that kind of child. I didn't do none of that. I'm talking about I didn't get in trouble till I was 18, 17, 18. I'm talking about, and I haven't been in too much trouble since then. I'm saying I'm not that, you know, I
Right.
just, I just, I, as people would say, I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't scared of a bunch of shit, man. I would try it, man. If you say it's $1 million in there, let's go try to get it. That was just my mentality. So I had those values, and the values I got from home, I let my street values overtake them. But I did use the stuff that I had in me to survive in the streets. Yeah, it don't make sense, but it makes sense to me. But what I'm saying is, what I valued was the streets, how they looked at me, how they made me feel. How, because at home I was just me. I was just her son. I was just this, and I didn't see it. But when I got in the streets and got out here moving and got a little active, that became my value. And what I mean by that is, you couldn't say nothing crazy to me. I had to do something to you. You wasn't gonna take nothing from me because I had to do something from you. See, that was the value. But I grew past that and said, that ain't the way to be. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't how life go. But them was the values that I placed in front of me, and I held them to high regards. You know what I'm saying? The street value. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's just what it was because I was in the streets. So my values came from that. You know, I respect every. That's why I respect people. That's why I'm loyal. That's why I understand integrity. The streets. You cannot be like it's all amongst things. You can't be disloyal, bitch made motherfucker out in these streets. You ain't
You
gonna
can't.
make it.
You can't.
So them gave me some stand up values. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, I learned in real time from men, not my father. Say, man, you can't do this, man. Hey, you do. Hey, clean this up, man. You did. You know, men that wasn't my parents. They're like, nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up. Hey, do this, man. You, hey, don't do this in my house. So I had to learn to respect people's shit, and my values came from that. That's why I say I respect everybody, and I respect everybody's things, and I respect everybody's opinion. I learned that because that's just was my value. My values was heavy on wrong. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's still, in a way, it's still there. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of loyalty I feel to the streets, to that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's some kind of way. But what I can say is that when I go around the youngsters, they can smell the street on me, so they'll listen to me and they'll talk to me. And that's when I start giving them life. I speak life into them. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm trying to say? I ask questions. Hey, how much you make? Nah, you ain't making them. Why you doing that, man? What your mama? Where you come from? You know, I talk. Let's talk about it, nigga. And they'll break down and talk to me. That's why I got a lot of respect because they was like, shit, go over there, lie, give it to you. Go holler at lie. He talk to you. I talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. And I can tell you one time, there was a little kid in our hood. He got a murder case, man, and he didn't even do nothing. He was walking through some apartments, and First 48 was there, and they picked that dude up. That dude got a mom and daddy. He sent his girl and his brother to my house. Lie, he in jail. What we need to do, he want to talk to you. I said, what your mom and them say? He said, don't call him. He want to talk to you. And I was so impressed, like your life on the line. You want me? I don't know. I went to work. I went to work. Cornell, Derek, hey man, let's look at the tape. Because he told me, and I just believed him. He said, I wouldn't bother you if it wasn't me. Look at that tape. The nigga is 5'3". The dude on the tape is 6'1". How we guess what they tell us? When me, they all us go down there. Guess what they tell us? We know he didn't do it, but we think he know who did it. So that's why we hold him. Let that man out of jail, man. Let that man out of jail. Because he was trying to come up with 5,000. So I was just saying by me just kind of being loyal to the streets and people depending on me like that. And that was one incident out of many. And I was just like, damn, man, maybe this is my calling. Maybe I need to be to the streets. That's why when we first met, TB, I told you I'm boots to the ground. I know you remember. I told you I'm boots to the ground. I'm still there. And that's what I was saying because if they come to me, I'm going to react. I told y'all about the basketball goal. Hey, them motherfuckers finna go back up, buddy. And we put red, white, blue nets in them some bitches. They going up. You know what I'm saying? And they gave rules. They gave rules about the fight and the arc and all that. But the goal's going back up. And like I told them, y'all hear the rules now. You know they finna anything to take it down, you know. So we got some goals going back up over there. So,
Richard got
that
them goddamn goals back up. He
who
ain't playing with
who
y'all, man.
man, listen.
Where you at, Yogi?
Hey,
Yeah, what you got,
come
Yogi?
on, go Yogi.
Um, so I lost my pops when I was like 13. Um, he'll tell you, man. My mama had a real close relationship with that motherfucker in that corner, that bald head and glasses, man. So anytime I got out of line, and she calling that nigga, and I don't know why she think he can do something, but she called that nigga. But something else too she did, man. So I got a lot of my values from my mom's because that was like parental figures. It was just her. But then she did something for me. I ain't recognize the power of it until I got older. But she put me in sports.
Mm,
I'm talking about
mm.
every fucking sport. Nigga, my fat ass played soccer.
God damn. God damn. You played goalie? Was you the goalie? I know you were. I know you
Nah,
weren't Park.
I
I
was a
know you
forward.
weren't Park.
I was the nigga had to run up and down the field. I'm like,
Oh,
coach.
Hit him with, oh, hit him with
I
this
need
one.
one,
Hit him with
coach. I
this.
need one.
get me out
Come
here.
get me out this bitch.
Yeah. I gotta go.
But
I can't breathe. I
uh,
can't breathe. Can't breathe.
yo, hey man, I asked her that one day. But what the hell made you put me in soccer, mama? Everything else cool. Basketball, football, baseball, cool, right? And my ass really got cold at all of them. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say, man, I had good coaches, man, and everything I did, I had good coaches, man, and they was the kind of dudes like you can see outside of that was actually good dudes. You know what I'm saying? So like quiet to say, man, I cooked me a pot of gumbo of all their values and all that shit, and I'm still a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, I got my values from playing sports with my coaches, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Cause like man, I got siblings on my mama's side, but man, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really, know what I'm saying, look at them and understand what needs to be done in the right way. You know what I'm saying? My brother, you know what I'm saying, quality was that nigga for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. He get on my nerves today because he think he still got that kind of hold on me. That's why we bump heads so much. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, like I could always look up to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't doing too much shit out of line, out of pocket. I ain't got to worry about going on my brother. My brother, hey man, go kick that door in and go get that. He wasn't that kind of brother. If anything, he gonna say, "No, I'm finna take your fat ass home and I'm finna go do that." You know what I'm saying? If that
Yeah,
was
I
the
mean, you're not gonna
case.
be in no trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna never put me in a line of fire.
Ain't
You know
that
what I'm saying?
crazy? And that's my brother has never been to jail, and my brother never drunk alcohol or smoked weed.
I don't know.
And we listen. We are night and day. When he went to school, I came 4 years behind him. I'm like right behind him. 4 years. When I went to school, people used to say, "You and your brother is so damn different." The teachers used to say it. They'd be like, "How y'all brothers?" And he never. My brother handled me like this. When I tell him something, this is his answer. All his life, he knew I was on bullshit. He just look at me. He would never say nothing. And I just leave him alone. Okay, I know he ain't falling for it. Let me live. My brother, that's just what it was. Them old men. Like man, it's 5 in the morning. I'm feeding horses. My grandpa had us feeding horses. He's a horse. My dad and him they trained race horses. So I got away from them real quick. They wake you up at 5 in the morning and you shoveling shit, putting food, water in the bucket. My cousin putting feed. It's 10 of us. Then you put them on the walkers. After you take them off the walkers, you got to wash them, wrap their legs, put the alcohol, scrape them, put them back in, go home, eat, come out. You got 5 more because at 12, you got to do the other half of the born. Man, I said, hell with that shit. And
But that
but
work, that work,
that worked. Then I went
that
work for
work
some
made
check.
you and TV, and it made a difference though.
And I went work for Oriental people, and they really impressed me because they taught me a lot of value. The only time I did steal was when I was working for them at their store, and we sold hats and tennis shoes. And my partner wanted a hat; he ain't had no money, so I slid him the hat and a shirt. Do you know them people know that happened, and they never said nothing? And the daddy came to me, and he said something that made me feel this little. He said, "You know I love you like a son, and you're not mine." He said, "But next time, you pay for it or your homeboy pay for it." He said, "Cuz you don't have to take. I will give it to you. You know that." And I said, "I know. He was like, you don't have to do that." I felt like shit. When he paid me, I didn't want the money that week. I was like, "No, I'll take it." He said, "Man, that wasn't nothing but a hat and a shirt." He said, "I know you young. You don't know." I was like 18, 17. He was like, "You don't," I mean, 17. I was 17 to be exact. He said, "You don't have to do that." 16, 17. That was one of the only times I did. And I ain't never stole shit since then. I ain't taking nothing. I go hustle and get some money and buy it, but I ain't taking nothing. I didn't like that. That made me feel real, real bad. That was the only thing I could say that really changed me with that. When he told me that, I was like, damn, because they gave me a chance. I felt because they didn't fuck with nobody. Or real people, if you know, they don't fuck with nobody. He picked me out of nowhere. He said, "You've been in this flea market with your mama for 2 years, and I saw how you run her shop. You want to come work with me because I see you bring me a lot of business." I said, "Yeah." They were paying me good money. You know what I'm saying? It just got overwhelming, and you know we separated, but they always was there for me, man. That was crazy. That was crazy how they was really really there for me. I'm talking about for real, for real. It's
But
crazy how
look,
you meet
Rich,
people.
check this out. On this note, wait, TBN, you want to go ahead. Go ahead, TBN.
Just one more point before we can get off the lifestyle topic, and it's something I wanted to for y'all
Mhm.
to kind of for the youth. So for the youth watching, and I hope and pray that we have some young men that are tuned in over time to kind of soak up what we're putting down. What would you say to the youth on how to identify a man who has good values and has good principles? What are some indicators that a man has that? I'll go first, and then y'all can follow. So I would say, um, see how that man, how his peers respond to him. So the ones that he hangs around, the people that he's around, see how they treat him, and how's the relationship between him and his peers, and also just look at his lifestyle, to get an indication on and how he conducts himself, and that'll let you know the kind of values that a person has. Because it's very tough to just know how a person is if you don't know him. But I think success leaves clues, and those are little clues to know. Because you get around enough men, somebody gonna be able to call you out and say, "Hey man, you need to tighten that up right there." And if you're not receptive to hearing that kind of information, then you'll separate yourself from that from the ones who's going to hold you accountable. And I also think that as you watch them progress through life, if they are always in trouble or if they're always in some kind of conflict, those are the ones that I would say steer clear from, that don't hold the values that we need in our society right now. So that's what I would say. And I'll pass whoever want to go next. I'll park my slab on that.
I'll go last. Go ahead, Rich. You got one?
What you now? Give me this question again.
So what would you say to the young men on how to identify that somebody has good values? As a young man looking up to somebody else, how would, if they don't have a father, they don't have maybe somebody they can look up to, how would they identify a righteous person, or a man of values and principles to look up to or to take advice from?
If you meet a man or you meet anybody, the feeling that you get, do not ignore that feeling, because if you talk to him and you be around the person, like you say, they'll give you an indicator of what kind of person they is. As a youth, if you see something and you like, I ain't connected with him, stay away, because it might not be for you. You know what I'm trying to say? Because the ones that you will listen to, that's gonna be captive to you, they ready to receive it and they there. But I'm just saying, if you run into somebody and you don't feel it, don't force it. You know what I'm trying to say? And a strong way to know you following a good man, he respects himself and everybody around him. You know what I'm saying? He respect you too, young man. He has to show respect. And if you don't see that, because that's where everything starts with a man, is respect. You know what I'm saying? We understand love, we understand all that, but we want our respect. So if you meet a man, like you say, like he say, by the peers and the people, if he respectful and you respect and you feel it, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dudes my age that go places and I be there and they don't call them school. They, hey, school, that's a sign of respect. Hey, hey, OG, that's a sign of respect. Because I see niggas the same age me and younger than me, and they don't get that. Man, fuck that nigga. Who is that nigga? You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, the respect. Hey, if he respect you and he telling you something right, and you could feel it. You could feel when people care about you. They can feel it. Them youngsters know when you giving them a line of bullshit or when you really care. You know what I'm trying to say? You connect with them,
Yeah.
and it's just what it is,
Where
If
you
you
at,
young,
Yogi? Oh, my bad, Rich. My bad, Rich. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, I was just word salad after that. I'm just saying,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
just find respect. That's what you knew.
Respect.
Find a man. Yes, respect, respect.
Okay. Where you at, Yogi?
Well, how you identify a man that you can like look up to,
Yeah.
I follow. Yeah.
man. Man, actions speak louder than words, man. All you gotta do is sit back and watch that man how he move, man. He gonna tell you everything you need to know about him.
Mhm.
That's something I was always taught, man. Watch before you speak. Let your
Hmm.
eyes see what they need to see before you open your mouth, man. So all you gotta do is watch him, and they'll tell you everything you need to know about him. If they on bullshit, his movement's gonna say that. If he's
Hmm.
somebody that, you know what I'm saying, you sit up here, I'm saying every day you see this man got a uniform on or going to work or with his family, or, you know what I'm saying? You know how he moving. So you gonna know, man. But you know you can only take certain advice from certain people. If certain people ain't in the lane that you looking for the advice for, ain't no point in talking to them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Uh, excuse me. For me, I've always been told to where I don't care about your age, I don't care about your color, ethnic, whatever. I don't care about none of that. What I care about is what you telling me at that moment. I don't. I mean, I'm always respect you as a person or a man until you show me you don't deserve it. And even then, I think I made this comment before, but even then, I'm not gonna disrespect you or anything like that. I'm just gonna kind of exit my way from it. We ain't. T. Ben says it's the greatest. It's one of the greatest slogans ever. Like-minded people work. They operate in the same world. If you ain't like-minded like me, then more than likely we won't even be around each other long because I'm not gonna put too much energy in there. So I will always garnish out respect to anyone, whether it be children, anybody, until you show me you don't deserve it. And then at that point, that's when I move on. I thought interesting what Yogi had said about the sports comment about how that kept him straight. I thought that was interesting because that was something that Rich was going to talk about tonight in his segment about the
Hmm.
sports and how important that is to us as men and kind of what you saying, T Ben, as far as the stuff that we talking about right now. So I thought that was interesting, and then kind of funny how it all plays together like that.
A
So
good
that's
segue.
yeah,
Yeah.
great segue.
But as elders, we have to give them the resources and the tools for they can to succeed. Because at this generation we dealing with, they don't care about what you got and how good you get. Put me on. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Put me on. So, that's why all the young dudes are running to, hey, get your twit card. You ain't doing that, get your twit card. You can go down here to the port and try. If you get a twit card, do this. Hey, learn to drive a forklift. I ain't been telling you nothing wrong. I'm gonna tell you something I know gonna change your life because once you start making regular money and you feel a purpose of getting up and taking care, you're not gonna leave that for shit. The streets ain't gonna be that ain't gonna be shit to you because you don't want to go to jail. You want to go through that. So they just need to find a way to make income. And it's hard for the young brothers because uncle's in jail, daddy ain't there, mama doing the best. So and then you got the street influence because you brought that up in the beginning of this. What the girl was saying, that street influence is hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's all hard. Man, listen, that's harder than crack. You
Ooh.
know, I'm telling you, it's like I used to tell myself, that's why I quit messing with that, selling that kind of drug years ago. I don't do nothing now, but I'm just saying, you have to damn near be on the shit to sell the shit because you have to be where they at, and they not in good places. You understand what I'm trying to say? You have to lower
Mm-hmm.
yourself real low to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just up here, and I'm not there to tell you I'm not up there. I had to be in the gut. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that. I didn't like being in those trenches with those people, looking at them desperate, taking from their family and the community just for a high. I couldn't get that, man. That didn't sit right with me after I got knowledge. I hate I learned what I learned because it freed me from a bunch of shit. Because once you learn shit, you can't go back and do that dumb shit. That's one thing about knowing. That's why I try to tell niggas so they'll know. So you'll lie. I told you, you know. So because knowing and then go do it, you feel bad because I know better. It's certain shit I can't do now because I know better. And I never thought I'd feel that way. I just be like, man, ain't shit. Man, it's some shit because I know better. I can't do it. I can't even say it. I can't even promote this. You know what I'm saying? So the accountability part is what we're talking about, quality. I had to get accountable for myself. And that's what you have to do as a man and as leader for them kids. You have to be accountable because they looking. And you have to hold them accountable. You
And
know,
they respect you for that too.
they will. They
Yeah.
will. They'll cry first, but they at the
They'll
end they be
respect you in
like,
the long run.
he wanted good for me. He really cared about me. You know, and like you say, that's it. I'm just parking my slab. We can go into
It's your
some.
turn, Rich. It's
Oh, here we
that's you
go.
at the bottom of that ticker
Oh,
right now.
okay, well that will. We'll talk about it. Go ahead. All right, man. We at the this part right here is about black excellence. It's about highlighting black history because it's not once a month, it's every day, it's all the time. And we did so many magnificent things throughout history that we don't highlight that I feel should get a little highlight. You know, not that, I'm the aficionado on that, but with that being said, this segment is Black Excellency, and I got a little clip I'm gonna play, and then I'll expound after that and get y'all fellas started.
No
Yogi,
clip.
no
No
clip,
clip.
no. Okay, no clip today. Well, my guy is Edward Henderson. In 1904, he was a black man. In 1904, he went to the YMCA, and colors couldn't go there. And when he went, he saw basketball. And it intrigued him. So he went back home, and because he saw it, he wanted to go see another game. And they told him, no, you can't come in here. So you know what he did? Instead of just crying about it, he went and cleared out dirt and put up goals for black kids to play. And he taught them the fundamentals of basketball after seeing it. Basketball was but 13 years old when he found out about it and started teaching it. Instead of him letting the system turn him away from it, he used basketball as a weapon to break through segregation. So he started an all-black team, and they was the first team to win all nationals at that age group. And it was an all-black team. But that's what they was noted under. In 1910, that's when it happened. Right after that, he became the first Washington, D.C. I want to say it right because I'm Tatum. Physical educational director. And what he did, he taught kids basketball. He showed them the fundamentals, and he broke through with it. It wasn't until 2013, 36 years after he passed, that they put him in the Basketball Hall of Fame after all the work he did in teaching. Not only did he teach, he started his own league. I can't tell you the name of it off top, but he started his own league for Afro Americans that couldn't play in other leagues, and it just grew. And with that expansion, like I say, he broke through, man. When Michael Jordan wasn't Michael Jordan, when Dr. J wasn't Dr. J, before Lou Alcindor became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Here go a dude, like I'm saying, Edward Henderson. He was that intrigued. But the denial of him not to play basketball with the whites in the YMCA, what the whites was, he invented his own. And I hate that a lot of our great invention and our great historians had to make their way through adversity to make a good story out of it. Instead of being accepted, they didn't take that. They say, okay, we're gonna make something out of it. So with that, Mr. Henderson, I give you the Nord because you are definitely black excellence. You took lemons and made lemonade. They said no, you said, I'm gonna start my own. And not only did you do that, you put a team together, you won. You went into the schools to educate the blacks on it. And then you started a league. And with that, I said, hey man, I applaud. I wish we had that kind of energy today, man. So with that, hey, Black History. That's his name. Edward
Let me say,
Henderson.
I want to say this, Rich.
Hmm.
To the YouTube world, I apologize. I apologize a great deal because we didn't do that any justice by not having the video for y'all to see that. What Rich just told y'all was tremendous. And once again, I I personally believe this, y'all. And I know to me, TBN and Rich have the most important parts of our platform. These two gentlemen bring us such educational factors and things that really mean something to our community to where I can't thank you guys enough. That's really cool what y'all do, man. And I just can't thank y'all enough. Y'all bring such positive and it's things that we don't get to see from our community. If you look online today, you will find a bunch of hate and ugliness,
Bunch
fight,
of bullshit.
basically. But here it
And
is,
that's
you
where I
got two
come in.
gentlemen that are telling you your history that so many of these young people don't even have the idea. They don't know these people. They don't know nothing about that man. And
Can
for
I?
Rick to sit here and tell you what we didn't do it justice, we gonna do them again because I want y'all to see that
I
video.
want that
That's
video.
on me, y'all. That's on
That's
me. That
that's
ain't got
all
nothing
right.
to do with the panel.
But
That's
peep
me.
this.
No, it's
Let's
not.
let's make let's take this different. That man started this in 1904. Do you think when he saw that and he started teaching basketball, do you think Draymond Green knows about this? Do you think
Absolutely
this
not.
do you think this is what he wanted us ended up being like? You know what I'm saying? When he started this. So this is why I brought that because maybe some of them will catch wind of some of these things and see where they come from, how you get to be this fool on the basketball court. Because you didn't have this opportunity without
I
guys like
think
this. Because
I
that
think
wasn't
it's
basketball wasn't taught to us in 1904.
Exactly.
He
I think it's bigger than that though, Rich. And
okay, okay, come on
I
with it.
say that to say this, man. Okay, we speaking on the lane of basketball. Man, a lot of y'all don't realize the excellence that y'all came from, period.
Exactly.
Yes,
Like, bro,
yes,
it's a lot
yes.
of rich history, bro, with our culture, man. And for our like our forefathers or the people that came before us to see what we turned out to now, man, they're disappointed, man. And not
They
everybody. This ain't aiming at everybody, man. But y'all know what our culture is, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They disappointed, bro, because they went through all the bullshit they went through just for us to end up the way that we are. And that's why this platform is so important because you got brothers out here that want to empower our people, man. That man, T-Man talks to y'all about how to make money in different lanes and lifestyle and how to be married men and family men. Rich is telling you where the fuck you came from, nigga. The
Where you
blood that you
came
got,
from.
like the blood that you got running up in you, nigga. You attached to somebody great back in them days, bro. You should
mm,
never know if you're a man, if you want to hide anything from a black person. What you say?
put
Man,
it in
y'all
the
go
book.
open the book. Go
Yeah.
open the book, man. Go learn some things, man. Because it's some stuff out there that you're reading to mess your head up to where you gonna think about, man, what the fuck have I been doing with my life?
It's a lot
It's
of
core
things to put to
business.
perspective. We have to
Hey,
put things in perspective.
you know, are y'all familiar with Neely Fuller Jr.?
Uh-uh.
No.
All right, so you just look up Neely Fuller, but he made a statement. He's an elder. Um, he says, I mean, he has a lot of information out there. There's tons of it that y'all can go look up. But one thing that he said that always sticks in my mind, and I think about this whenever I see black folks who cannot get along with each other. And it bothers me, irks my soul because he made this statement. Just summarizing what he said. He says um, that black people should focus on constructive activity and avoid conflicts that do nothing to counter racism or promote justice. He says he frames this not as to avoid each other entirely, but as avoiding unproductive or harmful interactions that divide people and play to the interest of the system that we're up against. And what you'll notice is us as a people, not everybody, of course, but
Mhm.
it's it hurts to see that when we come together, a lot of the times, too many of the times, it's always friction. There's always squabbling and arguing and wanting to kind of put each other in their place. I'm of the mind that hey, like qualities like you mentioned before, and one of my sayings that deal with like minds to come together and be productive because the stakes are too high. Man, we talk about generation after generation after generation, things getting worse, 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 worse. And how much time do y'all think we have left before it's too late to make a change? And I think that we need, us coming together, platforms like this, or, organizations that don't exist on the internet, just productive black men, black women, black people coming together to create something for the generation coming up behind us because that's what it's really all about, in my opinion. It's the children because that's our future. Now, I mean that in a literal sense. The ones like my daughter, y'all's children, those are going to be up next to, excuse me, to be running companies, to be heads of states, to be creating things for the future, and they need a foundation. And I think that we're in the times right now. When I say the times, this century, these decades, where we have to kind of buckle the hatchet down, strap these boots up, and be productive amongst each other as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I'll park my slab on that. I wanted to say that, yo, because you brought up what you were saying right there. It made me think about Neely Fuller. But yeah, I'll park my slab on that.
Do you
That's
know that?
true,
You
bro.
know, you know. I read something. It said people respect what they see, not what is the truth. Appearance is
Mm,
more important than reality, and I believe that. You know what I'm
mm,
trying to say? These youngsters. I'm gonna tell you what happened. This quick story. Me and Raz. Me and Raz was talking to his son. His son, 20, 21. He said, "Hey," he took his son to church. They left church and they came over here. And he said, "We're just talking." He said, "Son, what could I do? What could they do at church for the youngsters to come in?" And that was the first time I heard somebody ask a youngster about that. And you know what I, the first thing he said? He said, "First of all, we don't want to get up that early on Sunday to go nowhere."
Mhm.
I said,
mm,
"Oh." I said, "What day would be good that y'all would want to go and hear something? What day would you think would be a good day for you want to get some information?" He said, "Well, after Saturday night, I don't want to be up Sunday going to church." I was like, "Okay, okay, makes sense. All right, okay." So what I'm getting at is, if you ask, you can find out a lot of information from these youngsters because they think different. Because I
mm,
never would have thought that. If you'd asked me, I'd be like, "Okay, just go to church." Mama say go to church, go to church. But when you asked him, he said that's a critique. He said, second, we don't need to be there all day. Third, he say stick to the topic, give it to us, let us go, and that'll be, the youngsters just was like quick with it. I'm like, see, that's how you make a new church. Because he's telling you, if you want youngsters, he's giving you the youth opinion. So if we want to help the youth, we can't tell them what they need. We got to ask them what they want. What
You gotta
change
go
y'all
meet them
need
where
to
they
make
are.
it? You got
Yeah,
to
you
meet them
gotta
where
meet them
they
where
are.
they are.
Because as adults, you'll say, "Hey, I know what they need." No, you don't, because they not thinking like us. So I need to know what's going on. Like my daughter, I told you, she said that fly shit. I just told y'all, I ain't got to work. I got a daddy. But guess what, fella? When that goddamn food truck window opened up, she in that window. Yeah,
She go and
16
get it
years.
with you.
She know how to take them. Yeah, that's how she get her money.
Yeah,
So
she go and get it with you.
I'm not the parent to talk about it. Y'all got 10%, 20% of this business. So if I'm making money, y'all making money. So you don't want to watch your money? That's what you want? You gonna trust me to give you your 20%? All right, keep
All
on.
right. All
And
right,
that's what
yeah.
I give. I give all my kids that open door to my business because I work, like I said, I worked under Orientals. They don't give their kids no option. You could be a doctor. Your ass coming and work the store next week if that's your week. I don't care if you got surgery. That's the way the daddy is. Hey, next week is her week, the next week your week, and they work. And the parents, they retire their parents. That's one thing I see Orientals do. All the kids come together and they put the parents up. That's one thing I love about their culture. They gonna come together and they gonna put them parents up, and they gonna take over the business and keep everything going. You know, because I always say, man, why are you happy? He said, he said, I'm at peace. I don't pay no bills. My kids pay all my bills. They buy my cars. They buy everything. I'm like, wow. He said, I worked and put the business. Yeah, he said, I put the business together. It's here, you know. But you know what kind of understanding? If that was a black family with no understanding, oh, we arguing the second week. How much money you make? You like. So that's what I try to teach my kids. Hey, this y'all. I'm just running it. I'm just the steward of it. You know what I'm saying? I put it together so it can be a way for y'all. So y'all do what it when I'm gone, y'all gonna do what you want. So, you know, that's just part of it, you know. Like you say, men sharpen men, like metal sharpen metal. But I want to add something to that. Rust will spread faster. So be careful when you sharpen it. You can sharpen, but rust will spread real fast on that metal. So you got to make sure when you sharpen, ain't no rust around. I'm just leave that there. You know, that's the way it is, you know. But with that being said, Yogi, you want to take us out of here? What you got for us, baby?
Yeah, it's time to move on. Everybody knows it. Go ahead, Yogi. It's that time.
Uh-oh.
Put them to sleep.
These chicks, homeboy, we just do it like this. 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 Do it.
Do it like this. Do it like this.
Hey man, I just want to say first off before I kick this thing off, that's a nice taper fade on my head, man. I miss it.
Excuse me. Yeah, man.
Need a haircut, man. Anyway, how the fuck y'all doing out there tonight? All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
So this part of the section, man, you know, even though my upstanding brothers T-Bean and Rich, you know what I'm saying, hold us down with the black, you know what I'm saying, black power movement, I'm with the shits.
Okay.
I'm with the shits. Okay. Just want to let y'all know that.
I got the bubble guts.
And approved, goddamn, by the team. So anyway, man, I came across the video, man. It ain't gonna be too lengthy, man, about a little under a minute. But I just want to play this video, man, and see what y'all think about it, man. So I'm gonna roll that motherfucker for y'all.
Yes, sir. Let it roll.
A black woman brought 5 friends, ordered a lot of expensive food, and asked her date to pay. The man cleverly retaliated. The man and the black woman met through a dating app and had been getting along well online. When the woman suggested a high-end restaurant for their first date, the man hesitated, but eventually agreed. However, when he arrived, he was shocked to find that she was not alone. 5 of her close friends were already seated at the table. As dinner continued, the man watched the group order high-priced items, including steak, lobster, and several bottles of red wine. Feeling uncomfortable with the situation, he told the waiter that he was not feeling well and ordered only a salad. When the bill arrived, totaling around $2,000, the man made his position clear. He told the server he would only pay for the salad he ate, stating that he did not touch any of the other dishes. His date and her...
Right. So that motherfucker cut off at the end. Wow. You got me fucked up. You're gonna be back up with some sons fucking with me. Hey man, look here, man. Y'all have a great night. Anyway, man. So further context, you know what I'm saying? Guy and girl set up a date. They do get to the restaurant. She done brought her homegirls with it. Think they finna eat off this man's bill and expect the man to pay for it. Didn't pay for it. They want to get mad and start criticizing the man and all that shit, man. You know, man, it just came across my desk, man. And I looked at it, man. I'm like, man, I'm gonna talk to my boys on the pod, see what they think about this, man. Listen. So with that being said, man, what you got for me? Talk to me quick. Don't talk to me slick.
T-Ben, stay away from it. I know you don't want to get mudded up. Stay over there. Listen, man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Quality too.
Listen,
Oh no, I
man,
gotta talk. I gotta talk on this one. Go ahead, Rich.
It's a couple of variables here that I think that guy who telling the story, he should have caught. When she came with her friends off the muscle, because I don't know you, and because this our first time, I'm finna establish some ground rules. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not before we get out and sit down. Say y'all, I came with just enough to feed me and maybe her. So if y'all got any other plans doing something, y'all might need to go and work that out, because I only plan to pay for me and maybe her. See, she's still a maybe because she ain't gave me the answer I wanted yet. So her meal ain't paid for. So you know what I'm trying to say? And if I'm a man and I'm really dating, I'm gonna let her know that that's kind of immature and rude to bring your friends on the first date when you're trying to get to know me. So with that being said, y'all go have dinner and catch me when you free. I'm gonna leave y'all there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get to where we eat. I'm gonna let the ladies hang because I see that's what you want to do. Now, if I'm feeling generous, I may, hey, here go you a 20, mama. Y'all have a good night. I'm gone. Okay. I know they're gonna talk shit about the 20. Oh, that day they level 20. I didn't have to leave nothing. I was just being generous. You know what I'm saying? Petty. So that's what I'm saying. You're not wrong on nothing you say. I'm just saying, as a man, I think he shouldn't have put himself in that position. He put too much on him. He should have let that be understood before we sat down and ate. Because guess what? You don't know them. You don't have, they can form whatever opinion they want of you. You didn't know them until they walked into that place. See, we put a lot of stock in value in shit that we shouldn't. I don't know you. I just met you. I'm not being rude. I'm just being upfront. I don't want you to think bad of me. I'm just letting you know I'm not feeding you, or you. I'm just off the muscle. Because guess what? I can keep my little money and go home. You know what I'm trying to say? So in this dating world, I'm still an old man, y'all. I'm finna get you go. I'm an old man. I'm finna park my slab. I'm an old man.
You caught yourself. I heard that.
Yeah. I'm finna jump out, but no. I didn't say that. But like I said, I'm old school. I like to date and court. You know what I'm trying to say? It ain't about money with me. I'm gonna go walk with you. When I used to date, I'm gonna go talk. I want to see what's going on because I like to pick your brain, whether you believe it or not. I want to see where your head at, because if I see we don't have no values or nothing lined up, oh, this the first and the last, and they know that. You know what I'm trying to say? Because when a woman beats you, they already have their ideas of you. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm not. Please don't ever try to judge this book. This book here got this. It's a different couple. So everybody be like, "Oh, I didn't even know you was like that. I didn't know you think." Yeah, because I'm asking questions. I want to know. I just want to talk and pick your brain. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, go in on them, Yogi. I'm just saying we wouldn't have got that far.
See, that's the thing. You just said a key point right there. They already know what they think about you when they first meet you. So what in your fucking mind made you think it was cool for you to bring your friends? Bitch, my bad. Do I look like a trick? Do I look like a trick? Man, look, Rich, I'm going to tell you, man. I'm petty. You heard how they was in the restaurant ordering all that $high-dollar food? I'm ordering it right with them, right? Oh, as soon as that night get ready to close, I'm gonna hit them with that. Man, I'm gonna go to the restaurant right quick. Man, I'll be back.
That is.
Y'all gonna be busting some suds tonight. That bitch. Fuck. How y'all gonna pay for this? Yeah, man. Because man, bro, what possessed you? So since you want to play with me, I'm gonna play with you. But mine gonna be funnier though, cause I'm chilling. I think got fat full on y'all down. Appreciate y'all hard work for busting them suds for that bill, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Because, no, man. I'm petty. I'm not finna say nothing. I'm not even finna leave nothing for him. You want to play with me like that? Cool. I got something for you. Watch this heat and don't go nowhere.
Man, I can tell you,
I-
my homeboy took some girls with us one time, man. I never forget this, man. We had the girls. We went to Carol's and everything. Man, he say, I'm finna shake them. I'm like, man, what you finna do? He said, man, I'm gonna get rid of them. Man, do you know what this man did? This man gave these girls about 500 worth of fake $100 bills. Oh, and they went right up in the store to get them some shit, right to get the food. He burned out. They blowing the phone up. You know this, but he knew it. He said, I got it. Because he had real money, he had fake. I didn't know what he was doing. But when he gave it to him, he said, hey, come on, man, I'm finna go. I'm finna go. I'm like, hey, what's going on? They gotta get the food. Because when you see somebody give a person like $500 bills, I'm like, I know this nigga ain't gonna live. Man, that nigga gave them that fake ass money. And they went in there, I say, boy, they learned that night. They texted him and told him, you sorry, you trifling, you no good. He said, But
I'm
they was
all
the,
that.
yeah,
I'm
but
all
they,
that.
Yogi, they was on that. They was, hey, get me 2 drinks. Hey, give me this. Hey, give me a booty. They was on that. He saw that. I said, okay, I see what this is. They trying to get it in. Okay, okay. And he
T-Man,
hit
what
him
was you
with the
finna say, bro?
woo wop. I say, God damn, that ain't no good look, brother.
Hey man, I want to know what the conversation was like throughout the whole entire dinner. When they all sitting there, they ordered them salad, they ordered their food, what they were talking about, what he was talking to them about. Because look, like Rich said, I might have you, might have been you. When we get there, if I notice, I'm like, who are all these people? All these my homegirls. I'm like, oh man, I'm finna go. I'm not finna sit down and eat. Like, what's going on here? When we supposed to be on the date? But now let's say I entertain the conversation. I entertain the scenario. I want what they talking about. I'm like, man, they ordering all this food. What's going on? How's he communicating with the date? Is he asking questions? It almost seemed unreal. Like
Mhm.
what? They ordered steak, lobster.
Yeah,
He looking around
they
like, man,
eating
what's
big.
going on around here?
Yeah, they
They
eating
eat
big.
big.
Yeah.
What the conversation look like? When I get there, I'm like, oh no, I'm finna go home. Y'all tripping. What y'all doing, man?
I heard a guy with money say this to me before. He said, if you take a girl out and she eat all her food or she order all that, he said that is tacky. He said they shouldn't been that goddamn hungry to where y'all order damn near $2,000 worth of food. Ain't nobody that goddamn hungry. I don't give a fuck. We could have fed some people in Africa with that goddamn much money. You know what I'm trying to say? So when you
Man,
gonna do, hey,
you could have fed some people over
yeah,
there in Fifth
see,
Ward, Third Ward.
you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? When he ordered a salad, he should have been telling them, hey, y'all might want some salad. You know, y'all like ranch and blue cheese. Y'all might want to do that. You know what I'm
That
saying?
ranch dressing bumping. Y'all better
Yeah,
get some
yeah.
shit.
You might get some of that blue cheese too while you had us some $1,000 or something. Yeah, this lettuce, y'all, I'm fucking with. You know, I'm a turtle tonight. Yeah, we
Hey.
gonna learn. We can talk over wine and a salad. What we need to eat for? We trying to find each other. You eat at home.
Yeah.
Really, I'm just taking you somewhere where we could be not alone, but we could be intimate and we can have time to kind of know each other. That's all that's for. I'm not trying to get you fat full. See, we can go eat that salad and I'll stop at Whataburger on the way home and get you a number 2 with cheese. You understand? Get that on out the way. Yeah,
And
yeah,
the cheese
yeah.
is a luxury. You think you
You
talking about?
understand? One piece. No, I want one piece because they'll try to give you 2 pieces. Now, I want one piece of cheese. That's 50 cents. I automized my bill. Trust me. Hey, I want one piece of cheese. I didn't ask for 2. They be like, okay. Oh,
Hey,
yeah, that
hey,
is.
I,
All
I,
right.
but
it,
I think
it,
that it's something. It has to be something about. And look, don't get me wrong. She out of line, point
Yeah,
blank.
right.
Period.
yeah.
But it's something about him to where she thought that was okay to do.
Yep.
He ain't
That's what
telling the
I think.
truth.
Ain't no way. Now, if
I, I
he
think,
gotta be a certain level of what you call it, corny or whatever, lame, whatever you want to call it. Because I think he ain't gotta be a square. Because square ain't nothing wrong being a square. But he must be some type of lame to where she thought that hey, all my home we gonna show up. When they first met, he wasn't picking up on the signs like man, she either laughing, she laughing at me, not with me, he didn't pick up. He ain't got no kind of game at
Hey,
all.
hey, Yogi, I'm gonna
What's
tell
up?
you something. I'm gonna tell you something. He ain't tell us the truth. He might have led with his money. You know what I'm trying to say? But
Something
like
ain't
I just
right.
said, you see what I'm saying? That's the part we missing right there. Because he led with something to make them feel they was that comfortable
She looked
coming
at that
like
nigga
that.
as a trick.
You
That's
know,
what I said. She looked at that nigga as a trick. He
T-Ben,
was doing something.
T-Ben, we can go back to when it was at Prairie View. If a girl come and bring her partners, you know what it is.
Like what you mean?
What you got going on? Okay, I'm finna call my fellas up. This finna go down. It
Oh
ain't finna
man.
be no, nah, y'all ain't finna tag up on me. Hold on, let me call my partner. Hey, where y'all at? I got about 5 over here. They coming. They coming.
Mhm.
We ain't gonna get no food. We gonna put some food on that kitchen. What you got? Some noodles? Put my 4 packages of them noodles on. Yeah, we gonna
Man.
make a spread. We finna eat. Yeah, we gonna have a good time. But you know what? We gonna have plenty of that goddamn alcohol. Cause we want you to get drunk.
Oh,
We gonna have more alcohol than no food. Everybody in college had a goddamn bar.
Yeah.
They didn't have no nourishment in that motherfucker. You may have 1 gallon of water. Ain't no bottles of nothing. Boy, college life rough. TB, tell them college life is
yeah,
rough.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta you gotta
It
go
was
through
rough, but
that.
it was fun. I'll tell you that
It's
much.
fun.
It was
It's
It was
fun
fun.
though.
fun.
It's
Hey
fun, but you're
man,
gonna go through that. You're gonna go through that.
you'll
What?
go through it for sure. Yeah, yeah, you're
All
right.
right, so
Uh,
what you think about
What?
it, man?
You in them
it-
apartments and you ain't got nothing. You gotta call your home. Man, what you got up there to eat? Shit, I'm on the way, man. Shit. It get rough. I was out there. I'm telling you, I was out there with my homeboy. And then in Prairie View and Hempstead, everything closed down. I can't go get no barbecue. They didn't have the buckets out there then. Oh, it was
No.
fucked up for us back then. What? You damn near had to ride back to Houston to get something. You damn near had to come back. Yeah, so when you out there, you there. So shit, your homeboy is your friend. Hey man, what you got over there? Them niggas in the dome kept some food. They mamas kept them with food, but in the apartment, oh, you on your own out there. Shit.
Yeah, man. What you
What
got,
you got,
Quasi?
Quantum?
What you
all
got,
right.
Quad? Oh, my bad. I'm
All
just
right,
rolling.
y'all. So we nearing the end of the show. So let me get my little spiel on it before we take off out of here.
Okay, come on.
Uh, I'm gonna say this here. After looking at the video and everything, from what I saw, everything that y'all saying spot on. It's clearly something going on now. But what was alarming to me was more of the fact that the entitlement of the women. That's alarming. That's alarming. I watch a couple of videos. They got 2 guys that's from Houston that they ride around in, I guess, a Lamborghini or whatever, and they see women out on the road or whatever, and then they try to approach these women as they're
Yeah, gold
walking.
digger. Them gold digger pranks. Yeah.
Right, the gold digger pranks, and they're approaching these women as they're walking or whatever. These women turn their noses up at these guys or whatever, and then the moment he goes hop in the car, it is a instantaneous. They turn around and they run to the car
But
trying to get to him.
yes. Mm-hmm.
So when I see this video, that's kind of what I see. And the problem here for me is this: the women really need to check themselves, because look at how you look. Does that not present somewhat of a problem, ladies? Look at how y'all look. This is what you say. They got tons of the Kendra show where it's a dating app where the women come on there. She asks these women questions after question, and you hear the statements that they're saying, the ignorance that they splur about, the no accountability for the decisions that they made and all that there. But then they quick to tell you that every man ain't shit and all that. I mean, we go through this. We go through this, y'all. And I keep telling y'all, this is just a way to split us up. There are great women in this world, just as there are great men. So it's going, and then you're gonna have some that are not so great, and you're gonna have men that are not so great. You have to be accountable for your actions. You have to be the one that says, "Hey, I chose to be with this person despite knowing these flaws were in that person." You got to be that way. So for me, the video, it really makes me look at women like the audacity that you think you have to be able to do that. The audacity to bring your friends and T being Rich, y'all or Yogi, y'all said it spot on. The moment I walked in there and I seen all your partners there, Oh, this a girl trip. I'm out of here. We gonna holler at y'all. There's
Yeah,
no reason.
yeah.
If
I
I'm
ain't
the
say that.
only man there, there's no reason for me to be there with a room full of women.
I ain't
Don't
say
get me
that.
wrong. The psychological part of it, where you being a man, and I guess the thought of it could be a great night at the end. I mean, maybe that's a thought for some men. For me, I'm not even going to be caught in that trap. It's not even worth it. I'm gonna be moving on, and more than likely, T-Ben once said this about a situation he had dealt with when this came across for him. He never talked to that person again. He never talked to that person again. So that's going to be me in a nutshell. As soon as I get up and leave, well, I guess that friendship is over because we'll never talk again. So yeah, that's me, y'all. I just think that this really questions the women's integrity. Go ahead, Yogi.
But see, the thing about it is, right, knowing the men that's on this platform, I don't think nobody will play with us that way.
You
That
know what?
That's
nigga
what I'm
did
saying.
something.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
nigga
Like,
did
why?
something. He said something. He led with something that made her think that shit was cool.
Like you
But
said,
do
the
y'all
audacity,
think,
the
Okay,
y'all
audacity.
think you feel a level of
Yogi.
accountability by those women to even think? So for instance, just
No, I
because
get.
I'm a weak man, does that give you the audacity to treat me in that way? Okay, what if you're a weak woman? Does that mean I need to be trying to, do
Hey,
some
yo.
things to you?
Hey, Yogi.
I'm gonna take advantage of you?
I'm gonna take you.
No, man.
We gonna go out on the town, Yogi. I'm gonna come out of retirement just for one time, and I'm gonna let you see how I move. Say, when you get a bunch of women like that together, and they think they're doing something, I'm gonna tell you how you work this here. One quick question: when she's sitting there with her friends, she come. When she start talking to you, you go in your pocket and say, "Hey, you want a piece of gum? Got me some gum?" First of all, she been thinking, "Is my breath stinking?" No, you just want a piece of gum. Put it down. Then when she get to talking, you get the lotion, a little bit of thing of lotion. Say, "Huh, you need a little lotion." See, now her whole mind fucked up. She don't even know what she that for. This nigga that said my breath stink, I'm ashy. Now she on the defense. And I'm just sitting there looking. You not ashy. Your breath don't stink, but I'm gonna get you off your guard right quick. Let me load it. Let me bring you back down to a 5. Bitch come in thinking she a 10. I'm gonna drop your ass to a 5 real quick. Hey, here goes some lotion. Then put your ankles right there. You know, hey, I like you. Think about it. Hey, here go. She get to talking. Soon as she get to talking, hey, you want a piece of gum?
Shit.
I guarantee you she changed. She gonna back up and stuff. Yeah, bitch, think about it. Yeah. This lotion. Yeah. I'm telling you, little shit like that work. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna tell y'all my dirty secret. But I'm Yogi. I'm gonna come out of retirement. I don't want to, but hey, I do it for you, big dog. You ain't gotta worry about it. We're gonna
Me
go.
and Rich want to be. I mean, me and TB ain't gonna be there. We just want to hang out, man. We ain't gotta be out there doing that. We hanging out.
Listen, the
gotta
pod
stay
mob
home.
is not gonna be looking for me. And TB, listen, don't you lose your house for no hotel. That's what I was told. My grandpa told me, don't you lose your house for no hotel, nigga. I said, all right, you sure right. You sure right. You sure
Oh
right.
man.
Yeah, but anyway, like I say, hey, listen, hey.
And on that motherfucking note right there, I told y'all
man.
my section, man, is about the shits. We gonna
Whoa,
give you the shits, man. But on that note right there, man, hold up, let me throw up mine.
This nigga shirt blank.
I got you, Yogi.
He was written in black.
Already.
He got invisible. Oh,
I'll be home in a couple, man. I'll be home in a couple, man. But until then, we're gonna keep this motherfucker rolling. You know what I'm saying? First show of the new year, 26. I told you we coming, man.
Yeah, man.
26 and on, we here, baby. That will be a wrap for us tonight on Ace Time Bayou City Podcast.
Hey,
y'all have
fellas, I enjoyed y'all.
Always, man. It's always a good time in here, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Happy New Year.
Yes,
Happy New Year to all. Get the fuck off my line. Deuces.
Thanks for joining the H-Town Bayou City podcast. Be sure to like, share, and follow, and we'll catch you on the next episode.